You want to try a social experiment? I just ask you some questions, get you to think. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna turn this around, and you're gonna tell me what you think about it. Okay?
I don't support this.
You don't agree?
Yes.
So you don't think animal abuse should be legal? Why not?
I love animals too much.
You love animals too much?
Yes.
Okay. Um, is there something in particular that makes them not abusive? Because we obviously can abuse them, right? We have power over them.
Yeah, but I don't think we should exercise the power
Okay. Okay. So you agree with cats and dogs that we should not abuse them?
or any animal for
So
that matter.
any animal.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about the cows, chickens, pigs?
I agree with not abusing them either. Yes.
You agree with not abusing them. Do you consume any animal products? I'm not judging, right?
Just chicken. But
chicken.
yeah, I don't consume anything else. Yeah.
Do you think there is abuse, inherent abuse
Yes,
happening
yes.
in the chicken? Just put this one down. Okay.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
So if you say that you if you say you oppose the abuse of animals, including chickens,
Yeah.
do you think there's a contradiction there between you consuming?
Yes, definitely, because I didn't consume chicken until very recently. I've only very recently started eating chicken
Okay.
because it's sort of limiting for me right now to survive.
Yeah.
Which is why I started eating non-veg as well now that I've moved here. But
What you mean here in the Netherlands?
yes.
Oh, there's plenty of options here that you can survive and thrive.
Yes,
on
but I've
plant-based
just
diet.
come here, so I'm still finding my way.
Okay.
And hopefully, hopefully go back to being a vegetarian, which I was for most of
Oh,
my
you were a
life.
vegetarian?
Yes.
Did you consume dairy products?
Yes.
Do you know anything about the dairy industry?
No.
So, for example, why do cows produce milk?
I think you're going there in a tangent. I think you can go ahead and tell me what you want.
Oh, okay. So cows produce milk for their babies, right? Like they're mammals. They have to get pregnant for that to happen. So farmers forcefully impregnate them. That means they put their hands in their anus, holds their cervix, and inject bull semen in their vagina. Somebody has to jerk off a bull for that to happen. You can find all of this online as tutorials, which is insane. And once the baby is born, what do you think happens to them?
They give away the babies and just keep the cows for the milk.
So the first thing, yes, they get separated from their mother. If the baby is male, they never see their mothers again. A lot of the times they get slaughtered 1 week up to 1 year because they don't produce milk. And if the baby is a female, same as their mother, same fate, year over year, forceful impregnation for 6 to 8 years when the farmer can no longer easily impregnate them. So then they go to a slaughterhouse. And they can live up to 20, 25 years. So they don't live even half their life. Did you know about this?
No.
Do you feel like this is something that you want to keep supporting?
Not necessarily, but thank you for the information, I think.
Okay.
And maybe now I can do something with the information.
When you say maybe, why is it that you don't feel like it's urgent enough to do it right now, like to never exploit any animal?
No, I think it's very urgent. It's just
Yeah.
I'm on a personal level, I will need to take steps, and maybe I will take some time in doing that. But I would obviously definitely want to support it as urgently as possible.
Just to be clear, like if there were dogs this was happening to, or cats, would you still take steps?
Yes, I would still take steps even with cows.
Of humans also?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd still
I'd want to take steps for any species. I wouldn't.
okay, so you'd still
I
support
wouldn't just.
a little bit of exploitation.
No,
until
I
you-
don't support exploitation, but I would want to go on in the opposite direction as soon as possible for all of them equally.
Okay, that's good enough for me. I guess just please be aware that when you buy in the future, when you buy one animal product, that is cheese, milk, whatever it is, eggs including, one animal will be exploited, abused, and slaughtered for you, and on your behalf, and because of you.
Yes, so I will be more careful about this.
Let me just show you a little bit, just to be clear. That, so
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
You don't wanna see this
I
kind of
have
stuff?
seen. I have.
this is what chickens go through.
I have seen because I'm from a country that they don't produce beef because we don't believe in that.
You mean India?
Yes.
India is the #3 exporter of beef worldwide.
I'm talking about my religion and I
Yeah.
don't support it. So I've seen. It's not like I'm unknown to the fact.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to be part of this so that I can spread more awareness and
Yeah.
find out more information for myself.
Yeah, so I'll give you some resources before you go,
Sure.
just so that
Yep.
you
Don't get lost again.
don't get lost again.
Thank
yes.
you.
So you have Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you vegan recipes every day. It's all free. But I mean, I think if there's something that would greatly benefit is if you either scan this QR code or go on this website and type in this code, and if they ask you for a code, set it to English. I don't know if it will come up as English or another language. and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Can you promise me you'll watch that?
Yes.
It teaches you about all the practices. Like we discussed now about dairy, maybe you don't know about eggs and other stuff. Right?
Yes, true.
So it's important to know at least where our
What
food is
is
coming from.
happening in the industry?
Exactly.
Yes.
And then if you choose that you don't want to be part of it, you have so many resources that are readily available. Okay?
Yes.
What's your name?
Megha.
Miha?
Megha.
Mika.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Let
Thank
me also give you a map of Amsterdam because if you just moved here, you might find it useful. These are some vegan
thank you.
restaurants in Amsterdam,
Thank you.
organized by junk food or healthy or semi-healthy. Yeah, of course, do your best. That's what I can say. But how many more animals do you think have to be exploited for you
Before I
you...
do something.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
How many
Thank-
more?
I can't answer you.
How many more do you want then?
None.
None.
Yes.
Okay. You can make that choice
Yes,
today. Okay?
I can
do
choose it tonight.
You can choose it. You can
Yes.
choose it. Promise me you'll watch that video.
Yeah, I
first
will,
thing.
I will,
Okay.
definitely.
Thank you so much. I'm
Thank you.
Chip, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for having this conversation. You have my social media details also there.
On
if you,
this?
Yeah, on that. Okay. Bye. Hello, everybody. Who's in here? Oh, a lot of people. Hey, Martin. Nice to see you. Hey, Svets. Nice to see you. Svets, did you get the microphone? More brands of vegan cheese where I live, though. Yeah, I get that. As you can see behind me, there's like a food festival thing. I'm sitting a bit further away from it because it smells not so nice, as we all know. But yeah. Hey, you want to try a social experiment?
What type of social?
I'll just ask you some questions, get you to think. Okay. I just had a protein bar because I already did some activism before this. It's an hour and a half before that, so. Recorded some nice conversations. Let's see if we get some nice conversations now. You guys want to try a social experiment? The protein bar is from Body and Fit, Henry. I don't know if you're in US. I don't think you have Body and Fit in US, but if you're in anywhere in Europe, you have Body and Fit. You want to try a social experiment? It's obviously a lot of people passing by. Henry says he's in Hong Kong. They might even be there. I'm not sure. Want to try a social experiment?
No, thank you.
Okay. I think I should put on my car on my thing that it's just asking some questions, getting them to think. Hi, you want to try a social experiment? No? Okay. You guys want to try a social experiment? By the way, can you guys hear me well enough? I need to ask this to be sure that it's the sound is good. Yes, that is Amsterdam kidney. Kidney Shanker. What a name. Yeah, sounds good, says Martin. Thank you. Good nonsense. Isaac Peral Villaverde. Nice. Okay. Let's get some people. That's all we gotta do. So, I've been thinking just for the sake of a little bit of a challenge and just to make things, obviously the most important thing is that we do activism, but just for the sake of a little bit of a challenge. Hey, you want to try a social experiment? I'll just ask you, what is it? How do you want me to approach the next person? Should I just show them this other side, or should I go for oppression or discrimination approach? What do you think? Of course, I will exercise what I think is best in the moment, but if I think it's possible, I will do that one. You want to try a social experiment? You want to try a social experiment? Okay. Can you please try this experiment designed to bring humanity together? You mean that on the sign or when the person comes? I see there's some... You want to try a social experiment? Want to try a social experiment? Okay. You want to try it? At least there's a lot of people. You want to try a social experiment? I only live once. I would like to try flavors of the world. You should try human meat then, Ethan. Kill a human, exploit them, kill them, and then eat their flesh. You want to try it?
No, thank you.
Okay. It's funny, I had so many people stopping by before, and now it went live, and like people have difficulty stopping, but it's okay. We're like, hey, you want to try it?
Yeah. So.
Can you come closer so that you're in view? Are you?
Yeah?
Yeah. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah. I don't mind.
What's your name?
My name is Aro.
Aro.
Yeah.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Aro.
to meet
Where are you
you.
from?
I live in Cologne. I live and work in Cologne. Germany.
Oh, in
Cologne,
Germany.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Do you speak German?
Ein bisschen kann Deutsch sprechen,
Okay.
aber Englisch ist fließend.
No, I don't speak German. I'm just curious. Like, I was just curious because I also have a flyer in German, so I'm curious.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around,
Yeah.
and you tell me what you think about it. Okay?
Okay. I don't think it should be.
You don't think it should be legal?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a school of ideas. For example, I think we're being made to believe that certain animals are susceptible to consumption and certain animals that doesn't. That might happen by choice or something in peculiar. And so, yeah, it's a gray area. Like, if you're like abusing certain amount of animals and not, you should either be open to abuse all animals or not abuse anything at all.
Yeah. So why is it wrong to abuse animals? Is there a reason?
I think nobody wants to do it intentionally, but I think it's also something that's been incorporated into cultures and painted with emotions. Because, like, for me, I've been in Europe for 2 years and 3 years, and food is something that connects me to people as well. So
Yeah.
even though sometimes I don't want to eat something which is non-vegetarian, it has an emotion attached to me for like 10 years or 12 years. I don't validate it right or wrong, but of course, it's helpful for people to consume less meat
Yeah.
or less animals. It's scientifically also helpful because I work in sustainability, so I know how impactful it can make. But streamlining all to like go from 100 to 0 is also not practical. So it's like take your own baby steps.
But before we dive into that, I still want to find out, why do you think it's wrong to abuse one animal? Just one single animal. Why is it wrong to abuse them?
I think every living being in this world has become existent out of like evolution or whatsoever. So maybe we as a human had an upper hand to become the most developed beings, but that doesn't give us any rights to let to control the freedom of other living beings being existent.
I like what you're saying. Huh?
Yeah.
So is this your values? Do you agree with with
I,
this?
I I agree with it. Like, but to be frank, I'm not in the state of like, okay, we should stop everything and then go, because the same sentence, like being human is one of the life opportunities. So it's like, um, everybody wants to try things and like, oh, I want to make sense what this human life is. So it's
But
like,
if I want to try eating you, should I be allowed to eat you?
with the current law, we don't support that because
Let's
like,
say if legally I could make it happen. Should I be allowed to? Would it be moral for me to do so?
I don't think so. But no,
Because you would feel the consequences of me choosing to exploit you and slaughter you
Yeah.
for what you would give to me, right?
yeah.
Do you think that that would happen also to the animals that we would exploit or slaughter? Would they feel the consequences of our exploitation?
We assume that they don't feel, but I think.
I mean,
every
they're
hu-
sentient, so they do feel.
Yeah. But I think they also feel pain. Yeah, I can see that. That's true.
And you mentioned freedom and the idea that we all deserve freedom and we all should have the right to freedom. Do you think these animals have the right to freedom, or do you think they're just enslaved?
Every life in this earth has a freedom to live.
Well, not these animals, they don't. No.
Yeah, sadly, no. We
Yeah.
assume that we have authority over them in their life, but yeah, we don't.
No, we don't. For example, let me just put things into perspective. What do you know about the dairy industry?
Dairy industry is something that's been capitalized and made to be made the people believe that they are in need of dairy. But I come from India where we consume a lot of dairy. But
Yeah.
even recent times, I came to know that I may not need dairy that much to what I was told. I think it's been successfully capitalized product rather
Yeah.
than something that's.
But what happens to animals for dairy? That's why I'm curious. if you
I
know.
think like cows are artificially inseminated because like I heard that cows
By
can,
force, right?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
they
yeah.
choose to do so? No, they don't
No.
have a choice in the matter, right?
Yeah, exactly. But like I come from a very small village where, b- to me, like life in a village is a bit more sustainable than life in city. Um, but yeah, to be frank, I don't have an answer. Like I know we should be.
What do you
like,
think happens to the babies when they're born?
I think if it's a female cow, it will be raised, and if it's a male cow, it will be slaughtered for meat.
That's true. And the first thing that happens is they get separated from their mothers.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so
That-
that's already,
it.
if you ask me, that's already pretty bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true. Women, females get forcefully impregnated year over year for like 6 to 8 years, and then they can't easily be forcefully impregnated anymore, and then they go to a slaughterhouse, and they can live up to 20, 25 years. So they don't live even half their life. And
Oh.
when whatever they live, it's so miserable because they receive constant exploitation. They don't really understand what's happening to them. They're just forced to produce milk year over year, and the reason why they can't get pregnant anymore is because they're so forced. Is because they're put in these situations. So,
True, true.
so is this something that you think you want to continue contributing to?
In a way, I do. Like, to be in a spectrum, like I use very little meat, or like I'm trying to reduce my meat consumption. But I don't wanna. But I am still, to be frank, yeah, part of the spectrum. Yeah.
So you still want to continue exploiting animals? I'm not talking about what you eat. I'm not talking about what you do. I'm talking strictly about the victims of your choices. Do you still want to continue exploiting animals?
I don't, from my heart, like I don't want to cause pain to any living beings.
So then, do you think, like, what exactly is keeping you from ever doing that? If that's something that you want to do?
I think it's, to me personally, it's an emotion with food. Like you have an emotion towards animals, and you have an emotion with food that's been like within
Yeah.
you or growing where you for so many years. So I think the balance of emotions over attachment with food, certain type of food, kind of subsedes or oversees the emotion for animals.
But do you think that's fair towards them?
It's not.
Do you think that's something we should continue doing? Do you think that we should put our emotions on top of the victim's emotions? Like, is that something we should strive even as a society, as a world? Do you think that makes us humans closer together? Do you think it makes our society better when we do that?
Definitely, like the society gets better, and like you're being more human, so to say, by choosing this.
You're being more human by choosing to
Not to
exploit,
not
to
to
stop,
exploit,
to stop, yeah.
not to exploit animals. But yeah, I think like for some, like having a certain type of meal is equivalent to achievement sometimes, because like they might have not had that as a kid, or like they were in a stressful situations, like political situations. So um, I don't know, but like if you have a choice between choosing your food, if you're in an entirely comfortable ideal situation, I think choosing not to control or force animals is something. Okay,
Okay. And do you think you don't have a choice?
I do.
You do have a choice,
Yeah.
right? So you're saying, just a little bit of a recap. So you're saying, if you have a choice, it would be wrong to choose to exploit animals.
Mm-hmm.
And you say you have a choice.
Yeah.
So does that mean you will from now on choose to not exploit animals? I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the
No,
spot
no, no,
right
no,
now.
no, no, no. To be frank, like I can't say 100 percentage, because, as I said, like I have. Let's say if I'm eating 10 times a week of meat, I will try to reduce that to 2 times a week. That's the one step I can do it for now. But eventually, I wanna drop that to zero. But
That's very good that you want to drop it to zero, but let me just put things a little bit into perspective. If we were to take another injustice, because this is obviously unjust what we do to animals, right? And if
Yeah.
we take another injustice, like say somebody beating their wife every day or 10 times per week, as you said, and then they come home and they say, I'll only beat my wife 2 times per week. It's obviously better. That's monumentally better for the wife, but it still doesn't meet that threshold where she doesn't get beaten up, right? Like you choosing to reduce your animal consumption, it's obviously much better, but it still doesn't meet that threshold. Well, no animals get exploited for you, where you still don't make the choices that you don't want to make, because the reality is, it seems to me like your values say you shouldn't make these choices, but somehow, maybe because you're used to it, maybe because I don't know, you like the taste of it, it's something that tells you that you want to make this choice, but do you really want to make this choice? Thinking on the perspective of the victims strictly, because yeah, when we think about ourselves, it's easy to make choices, but when we think about the victims, it's a bit different.
it's really true what you said. I don't deny that. A little wrong is also a wrong.
Yeah.
But to be frank, I don't have an answer, because like I want to stand by my words. So I will try. I can give you one. So I will try to not consume more meat. That's what I can say. But like yeah.
Listen, I appreciate your honesty. I'm just here kind of trying to put things into the real perspective,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
you know these industries, the reason, like, we don't see any of it.
Yeah.
You go into a supermarket, it all looks clean and nice, but the reality is that the things that animals go through, and just to put things into perspective, are things like this, where male chicks are blended up alive on their first day of life for eggs, where like pigs are forcefully impregnated and then they have their tails cut because they would cannibalize themselves otherwise. Like kept in small confined spaces. Dogs are force fed. They have their, like, because it's not just about food, you know, it's also about clothing. When you buy like
The
down
pillows
fed,
and-
yeah, it's clothing, entertainment, everything. Like, we abuse and we exploit animals in all situations. Food is only one side of it, but for leather, for all of it, we do these horrible things to animals. Like this is the kind of stuff. This right here is the kind of stuff that you don't see,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, you know. And that doesn't mean you don't have a responsibility for the animals that go into this place for you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So when you make choices like that, maybe the product that you buy on that spot is not the animal that suffered for you, but then the next animal will go in line and suffer because you made that choice. You see what I mean? Because
Sure,
it's
sure.
supply and demand. So
Yeah, yeah.
so obviously I would argue that I would ask you that you do your best. Just I want you to kind of know what it is that you can that you're supporting, because it
Yeah.
is fucking horrible. This is what got me to be vegan. I'm like, I can't justify it. And no matter how much I like some things, no matter how much protein I get from some things, I just couldn't justify it. And you can easily choose otherwise. And it can also be a beautiful journey where you choose other tastes, where you explore. It's kind of nice actually. I really enjoyed that. And once you get on this other side where you, let's say after a month of, because it takes like a month to change a habit.
Yeah.
After a month, you're like, what was I doing before? You feel like you've finally woken up and you finally see it, because again, it keeps hidden from you, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
But yeah, it was a good time. It's something to definitely think.
I'll give you a card.
Yeah.
And, you think
you.
you have Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day. All of it is
Okay.
free
Yeah.
for 22 days, just to get you out of your habit. Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get a new workout regime, and I need to maintain my protein. And to be frank, like maintaining a vegetarian-based protein is a bit tough. But I will use this and see if
Use
they
it.
can help.
They
with
give,
it.
and if you go on this, if you scan this or go on this website,
Yeah.
and if you set it to English, you have personalized help also. Somebody
Okay.
somebody can log in with you on the Discord server. All of it is again
Okay.
free.
Okay.
So if you want to do it, you can do it. There will be a way. You just have to want to do it. Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for
What's
the
your
time.
name?
Aro.
Aro, okay.
Yeah,
I,
nice meeting you.
I appreciate open-minded people
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I think like when I talk to open-minded people, I tell them we as open-minded people have a responsibility, because so many people are close-minded to this and they want to continue doing it. But when we open our mind and we understand it,
Yeah.
let's not
I
let
think
it slip
that's
away.
like complete white and blacks are like not helpful for as a society. Like so when you express like what's the problem or like what you can do or what you can't do, I think that helps really us to move forward. But I really appreciate your time. Thank you for
Hey,
sharing.
thank you, Aaron.
Yeah.
And have an awesome day. Have an awesome vegan day.
Yeah.
Do you live here?
No, I'm just visiting here.
Let me
for
give
this.
you also a map of Amsterdam. These
Oh,
are the vegan places you can.
Oh, really?
Some vegan
That's
restaurants.
cute.
Not all of them, just
Yeah,
some
yeah.
of them in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Maybe it will help you on your decision making.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Have a good one. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
我也看了，公车也看了，基本上荷兰对我这种东西，法国。
What is all the religious talk in the chat? This is about justice, basic decency. Thank you, Ali. Where's the religious talk in the chat? I think this guy was, I don't know if you could tell from his expression on his face, but he was really struck by the discussion. So I tried to be a bit understanding towards him, because I think he will be vegan. I don't know if now, but he definitely will be. Hey, what's that? 38 people watching and 14 likes only? Come on, babe. Come on, people. Hit that like button. I know it's nothing. Don't say sorry for it. I'm just reminding you. I know I forget also. It's fine. Hey, you want to try it?
Yes, what's your experiment?
I just ask you some questions, get you to think.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Long answer.
Long answer.
Originally Liverpool, Australia for 54 years, now Scotland.
Oh, love it. Okay. Are you okay being live on YouTube? This
Yes.
is live on YouTube. Okay. So, I'm just gonna turn this around and you tell me what you think about it, okay?
Yeah, yes.
Animal abuse should be legal.
No.
No.
Animal abuse should not be.
Why not?
Why not? They're sentient creatures. They feel pain.
I love it. Okay.
Yes.
So, you agree that cats and dogs should not be abused?
Yes, I think I might want to stop now.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
I want to stop now.
Why is that?
I'm going to ask him. He was a beef cattle farmer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you kind of know how
I
bad
know where
cows
you're
have
going.
it, right? You know they're being abused and
They're not
these
abused.
forceful impregnation is not abuse. Having their babies taken from them is not abuse.
I'm stopping now.
Them being slaughtered is not abuse. I mean, you can choose to stop, but they won't stop, huh? They will still go into slaughterhouses for you. Want to try it? She ran away. She threw that guy under the bus. Yeah. She fled real quick, instantly. The minute she realized what it was, quickly fled. It happened again today, by the way. This is the second time. The question, the other side of the sign says, animal abuse should be legal. Change my mind. Cowards always run away from the truth. Exactly, Mark. Well said. Want to try a social experiment? I still have this thing in my teeth. It's annoying me. Before industrialization, was that considered abuse? It's abuse no matter when you do it, man. You can... Is forceful impregnation abuse? Yes. Want to try a social experiment? So it should be legal. That's the reverse psychology part, yes. Hey, you want to try it? Please, I urge you to watch The Life of a Wagyu Cow. That's not true. I actually researched it. Research it. That's not true. That's 100% not true. Mr. Nicoles. They still get forcefully impregnated. They still get slaughtered at less than a quarter of that life. And no, they don't get massages. That's bullshit. Is this for Charlie Kirk? Who's Charlie Kirk? I see a lot of non-vegans in the chat, huh? Hey, you want to try it? Let's see. Still quite some people passing by. The festival is still going on behind me. You want to try a social experiment? Hey, you want to try it? She just did, okay. You want to try a social experiment? Just ask you some questions, get you to think. No? Okay. You want to try it? Hey, Benji. You want to try a social experiment? You want to try a social experiment?
No, I like this kind of stuff.
You want to try it?
No, I have to work, sorry.
Ah, okay. Go for it. Maybe it's important for you to do this, though. Where do you work?
And Mr. Bressa?
At Mr. Brassa. What do you do?
I serve food.
What kind of food?
Ribs, smoked ribs.
What do you think about this?
Should be illegal. I mean, I wouldn't change your mind.
You wouldn't change my mind? You think animal abuse should be legal?
Oh, I thought illegal, sorry.
No, it says legal.
Okay, should be illegal for sure.
So it shouldn't be legal.
No.
Do you think for ribs, for all of these animal products, do you think animals get abused for it?
Well, we do source ours from like a specific farm, so it's not like mass production.
But they still have their throat cut, still get exploited at
don't
less
know.
than a quarter than life.
I actually don't know exactly how it goes, but I do know it's like a local farm that actually takes care of
I've
it.
actually been on Dutch farms, and I looked it up a lot, and it's horrible. They get abused on Dutch farms also, even if they're small.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the rules, to be honest with you.
Yeah. If
but
I
you know-
give you a card, will you look into it?
Maybe, I mean, it's their business, so
No, yeah, but you, I know it's their business. I know
Yeah.
you're doing your job. No, I get that, but like, would you want to look into it if I give you a card?
what do you mean look into it?
Like, look into all the practices of animal agriculture.
I mean, I do know it's horrible. I
You do
mean,
know it's
yeah,
horrible,
Yeah,
okay.
of course I know it's horrible.
Yeah.
I personally don't buy meat, but
Yeah, if you where you work, where you are. I
Yeah.
guess there's not a lot you can do where you work, but like, if you yourself choose to oppose it, then that's still good enough.
yeah, I don't buy it myself. I only, if I go to a restaurant and they have like a really nice piece of meat, then I'll eat it.
So in
but
that case, you still abuse some animals.
in very occasionally.
Very occasionally,
Like
okay.
maybe once every 2 months or so.
If I were to say that I abuse children every once or 2 months, would that be okay?
Of course not, but obviously it's societal too,
Yeah.
right? So it's
I mean, society accepts it, but it doesn't mean it's okay.
no, I wouldn't say it's okay. It's just hard to change sometimes.
Hard to change. Can I give you a card that will help you change?
Sure. I mean, I've read all the books on
No,
how
but-
being vegetarian is so much better for the environment, and you know, I totally like.
But by the way, not just
100%.
vegetarian, vegans, because the dairy
Yeah,
products,
vegan.
they still
Yeah.
do the same things to cows. You know, they
Also,
still
yeah, that's
exploit
true.
them and slaughter
Yeah,
them.
like eggs is really fucked up.
Eggs is
Yeah,
also
yeah.
very fucked up,
Yeah,
right? So
exactly.
it's just to help you. Like if at
Yeah.
some point you, yeah, I'll let you be. I won't keep you too long. But like if at some point you feel like you don't want to be part of any of it, Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, help you get vegan recipes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I made.
And it's free.
I made my friend a vegan recipe book for her
Yeah.
birthday, so
Yeah.
I do like it. Yeah.
So you like it, you can
Yeah,
do it. Come
of
on, you have a
course.
responsibility in the matter. Choose to not be
I
part
mean,
of
I'm
it.
definitely doing my part. I think most of the time I don't buy the meat.
When you oppress one animal, imagine being in their shoes and
Yeah,
then dying
no,
for you
I
for
agree.
something that you could easily choose otherwise.
I definitely agree. Yeah, that's why I don't buy the meat, but
Okay.
yeah, it's hard to, like if it's like a birthday or something, sometimes I want to have it.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's, you
Yeah.
know, there's victims behind it.
I
Let's not
know.
get victims.
No, but I do like veganism. I was vegetarian for a few years, like fully, and then now I'm like slowly switching, and I don't know. I think it's like
Do your best,
Yeah.
but think about the victims, because the
Yeah.
reality is when we make choices and there's victims behind them, we shouldn't be thinking just about ourselves, but also the victims.
no, of course I do
Right.
think about it, and that's
And-
why I don't buy it.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
but you buy dairy products, so and you sometimes
Yeah, I
buy
do
also,
buy dairy
and sometimes
products.
it's still like imagine as I said, I abuse children every once in a while. It's still not okay.
It's slightly different, no?
I would say children and animals are very similar in that way. They're all innocent. They all can't fight for themselves,
Yeah, I
and
think
we all
that,
have
like
power
the baby
over
calves,
them.
the calves, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, all animals are killed as babies, really. You know, chickens are killed at 7 weeks.
Yeah,
They-
that's crazy.
less than no animal lives even half their lifespan, even half.
Yeah, I think it depends also because I have been trying to find more sustainable farms, like really local places where they have like 10 animals, you know, and they have space and they actually can live.
But they still do this. The thing about farmers is they won't tell you the truth. But the reality is they still, you will see that farmers only have females and very few males. They still kill the males or send them to a different farm. And they say it's not my responsibility, but that other farm sends them to a slaughterhouse. So they
Yeah.
still do all forcefully impregnate animals. That's for everybody. That's like nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like artificial
Sorry,
insemination, they call
I
it.
really have to go.
Okay, go for
Sorry.
it. Go for it. Why? Yeah, she was at work. But you know, you never know how you plant some seeds. She actually works at, you heard her say she works at a rib place and stuff, so. That's the problem, apathy, huh? Want to try a social experiment? Plant Lives Matter activists in the chat. So, Ali, you're a moderator. Don't. I'm not just saying it to you. I'm saying to every other moderator in there. Don't keep people out just for being animal abusers. Maybe they'll learn something from this, or maybe they have some seeds planted or something. And if they're really annoying to you, if they're not listening or stuff. Yeah, you do your best. I know you do your best, Ali. Thank you, Ali. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust Martin. I trust all of you. You do good stuff. I just want to reiterate. That's all. That's all. You want to try a social experiment? Benji says they are quite annoying. Yeah, Benji, I know. They are annoying. I'll let them. Maybe they'll learn something, you know? Just see them as, look how dissonant these people are, huh? Because the reality is, you'll see that what I noticed is that all of the people, hey, you want to try it? All of the people that continue exploiting animals, they just bring it back to themselves, their feelings. They never talk about the animals, about the victims, ever. They always just go around and saying, well, I like meat. Okay, well, meat is this. Well, I this. Well, I that. Well, meat this. With my health. Well, me. Hey, what about all the victims that you're walking on for? All the corpses that you're creating? All the victims that literally exploited and died for you? Well, so, yeah. See it as a look how silly these people are, that they can't possibly see the fact that they can only think of themselves. You want to try it? Just ask you some questions, get you to think. You want to try it?
Yeah, but I probably don't know the answer.
That's okay. It's not the questions where you know the answer. It's something that's just to get you to think a little bit. It's not general knowledge or anything like that.
Go for it.
You want to come closer? Are you okay being live on YouTube? If you not, you can stay out of view if you want.
Okay, I'll stay
Okay.
up.
So what do you think about this?
I think they're. No,
Animal abuse should be legal, no?
no,
Why not?
because it hurt them.
It hurts them. Okay. And they're individuals who don't want to be hurt, right?
Right,
Right. So you agree that cats and dogs should not be abused.
exactly.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
I get it. Are you a vegan?
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Why is it tough? I'm an animal rights activist, by the way. The vegans don't normally sit on and talk to people. Being vegan just means opposing the idea that animals should be abused for us. That's all that being vegan is. Animal rights activist means I also sit on the street and talk to other people trying to get them to be vegan. So what exactly, well, if you oppose the idea of abusing animals, of commodifying animals, that means you kind of should be vegan, huh? Because that's the only way. Otherwise,
No, can't. No.
why not?
Because
put the
it's
sign
not the
there.
way we were brought up.
No, neither for me. But if we were brought up into a system where we, like let's say, think about the last generation that had slaves. They were brought up into a system where they had slaves. Should they have continued slavery just because
No.
they were brought up that way?
No.
So then why should we continue this animal slavery, this animal
Well, I
exploitation?
think it's to each their own.
Should we have said that in the case of slavery also? To each their own?
After a while, they like being earning money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so they weren't slaves anymore.
no,
But should we have kept some of them slaves and said to each their own?
no.
So why should
No.
we do that in the context of animals?
Oh gosh. Thank you so much.
Just give your card. I think you don't need to be part of it. Okay. Just scan this code and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
To each their own. Funny. I had a lot of Americans stopping today, by the way. But that was kind of nice because they speak good English. So, brainwashed person. I mean, I think she kind of something was planted in there where she said, "Oh." Not sure. Maybe she was very reluctant to it because she ran away pretty fast. What about the innocent victims of war? I think you should cover that too, brother. You're such a good person. Well, I'm not. I did. What can I do about it, huh? What can I tell people to do about the war? Tell me. What? I can tell people to not exploit animals, and that will have a direct impact where animals are not exploited. Can I tell people to not pay their taxes? No. Can I tell people to stand up? Sure, but will that make a difference? Barely. So yeah, maybe I'll do that also sometimes. I sometimes stand up also for LGBTQ rights, but right now it's about the animals. You guys want to try it? Where are you? Asks Andy. I am in Amsterdam. You want to try? Nice. Hi.
Social experiment.
What's your name?
Ali.
Ali, nice to meet you. Can you call, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Of course, I'm
Okay,
okay.
it's nice. So I just ask you some questions.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you to think a little bit, okay?
What about the questions?
I'll just I'll turn this around and you'll see it,
Okay.
and then you tell me what you think.
Okay. MLB should be legal. Change my mind. No, like they are also alive. Why?
Okay, so it shouldn't be legal to abuse animals.
I think it should be illegal to abuse animals
Why?
because they're alive. Like if they do something wrong, you can just, not abuse it, but you can just teach them in another way, not in abusive way. You know?
Okay. So what do you think abuse is, by the way? Just to make
Abuse, I think hitting, because animals don't have this kind of psychological stress. I think like humans.
Oh, they do.
that's-
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
For me, I didn't know that. Thank you for
Yeah.
just saying me. And if they have, then we should be a bit more kind, but of course with discipline way, a bit kind, and we can just teach them how to do something good, right, without hitting or abusing with them psychologically or physically.
Yeah. So no physical or emotional harm,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay. So you agree for cats and dogs?
Yes, like all the animals, not only cats.
So cows, chickens, pigs?
yes.
Do you agree on that?
Yes,
They
yes.
shouldn't be
They are
abused?
all animals. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you consume animal products?
Yes, I consume.
Do you see a contradiction there within you opposing the idea of abusing animals and
You know,
consuming animal products?
There is natural chain. Like
Yeah.
every living being has to eat some living being. It's my
You
opinion.
don't have to
maybe.
eat animal products. You can survive and thrive without it.
You know, but I need protein.
Do I seem like I'm protein deficient? You can get protein from plants also.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's yeah. Maybe you are right, but it's my personal opinion that I think every living being has to be dead by another living being, but not. I mean, this abusive. Just some for eating. It's some nature. For me, it's like that. The nature has demands from us.
Would you slash the throat of a dog to eat them?
What?
Would you kill a dog to eat them?
No, I haven't eaten dog. Like,
But would you do that?
if I'm so much in hunger,
No. You have readily available vegan options, but would you choose to eat a dog?
no.
No.
It's not in my culture, let's say.
But it's okay. So then, you said dogs, cows, all of them deserve to not be abused. But you see, when the logic comes to food, you say, I would not eat dogs, but I will eat cows,
You know,
chickens,
it
or
is
pigs.
from common culture.
Yeah, I mean,
it
but
is
but you do
culture.
like just because it's cultural, it doesn't necessarily make it
Yes.
right, right?
We have to think about logically.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, in a sense, because like culture has taught us that is okay, but do you think it's okay?
And logically, no.
No. So you think there is definitely something there?
difference,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So then, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going with this culture justification, or do you want to stop abusing animals?
I will think about it.
You'll
let's
think
say.
about
I
it?
will think about it.
Would you
after
say
this.
that? Would you apply the same logic if it were dogs? Again, like, would you say, right now you find out that all the meat you can buy everywhere is just coming from dogs? Would you say, I will think about it. Maybe I'll continue abusing some dogs, and I'll think about it if I'll stop. Or would you say, no, I'll stop right now?
Not right now, but I have to think about it. Then maybe after 2 or 3 days, maybe I can make my mind and then continue with another way.
So you'll just abuse a couple of dogs and then.
Yeah, it is not so much
Yeah.
innocent here. You are right.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a human being too. I have some emotions, thoughts. I have to think about it.
Yeah. But like, I mean, like, do you think that while you think about it, don't you think you have the
Yes,
obligation
yes.
to not abuse any more animals?
It is bad, but it is true.
Yeah, right. Because while you're thinking, you should say, I'm gonna go on a plant-based diet, not abuse any more animals while I think about it, and then make a decision, right?
Yes, you are right. Yes.
I appreciate you saying I'm right, but I want change from you, okay? I don't just want lip
At
service.
least I can say that you just affected me.
Okay, let me give you a card before you go, because I don't. Do you live here?
No, I live in Azerbaijan, not in here.
Oh, in Azerbaijan.
Yeah,
That's
Azerbaijan.
interesting. I haven't met anybody from
Yeah,
Azerbaijan.
it's
nothing.
your first. It's
Okay,
your
tell me something in what's your language? Is Azerbaijanish?
Azeri, Azerbaijan, you can say both of them.
Okay, can you say something in that language?
What do you want to learn? Thank
Stop animal abuse.
you. Hayvan şiddetini dayandırın.
Hayvan şiddet
Hayvan şiddetini dayandırın.
Dive heynan şiddet
Yeah, hayvan, say
Hayvan.
şiddetini
şiddetine
dayandırın.
dayandırın.
Yes.
Okay.
you're right, yes.
Hiva hayvan
Şiddetini
şiddetine
dayandırın.
dayandırın.
Yes.
Okay. If anybody watching is from
That's
Azerbaijan.
okay.
Okay. If you scan this, you have everything,
Information.
resources, information is everything you need. But at Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, help you get all the recipes you want. It's all free every day. It's everything that you need. You just got to make a choice for
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I
What's your
appreciate
name?
it. Ali.
Ali. Nice to meet you. I'm Chip.
was it? Chip?
Yeah, you have my social media there.
Okay.
Don't sleep on it, okay?
Okay.
Every time you make a choice, one animal can be exploited for you. You don't want that to happen, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Oh, wait. Let me just give you a map of Amsterdam. You also have a lot of vegan places here in
Thank you
Amsterdam.
so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
nice. Have a good one. You want to try it also?
Yeah.
How do you feel about animals?
Oh, I love animals.
You love animals?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna do you. Can you read?
Yeah. I'm doing social experiments. Come and talk to me.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this around and tell me what you think.
Animal abuse should be legal. Change my mind. Yeah?
Do you think animal abuse should be legal?
Yep.
Legal, as in to abuse.
I don't know what is abuse.
Abuse means to hurt them, or
No.
either physically or emotionally.
No. No.
I
That's
love
not
your attitude.
legal. I hate who abuse animals.
Okay, so no. Okay, do you consume any animal products
Animal products?
like meat, cheese, eggs, fish?
Oh yeah, sure. Cats love fish
Yes.
and dogs love cheese.
Yeah. So do you think that animals are hurt in the process of getting meat from them, or making milk or cheese?
Yeah. This is too abuse.
Yeah. So do you think you can be against abusing animals, against hurting them, while at the same time you eat their flesh or you eat their products?
Animals need to eating. How people? Because if they don't gonna be eating, they're gonna be die. How people?
So we can choose to not eat animals. We can survive easily without eating animals.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. It's a little bee. They're nice.
It is not to be, but how English gonna be answer? I don't know that.
So how do you feel? Do you feel you wanna keep hurting animals?
No, I will really much that abuse to animals going to be done. Nobody going to be abuse animal. Animal is poor, really poor.
But do you think that you are a little bit to blame when you eat an animal product?
I don't know because I noticed in Korea, I forgot south of South Korea, is eating dogs. That is really bad, really bad.
Is that really bad?
Yeah, Russia is
Why is that bad, but it's okay to eat chickens?
because chickens, people, humans gonna be making new chicken from egg.
The same can be said about dogs. Dogs can make a new dog, huh? It's the same.
Yeah, but we are humans. We need to.
We
eat.
don't. We don't.
We don't.
We don't. We can like I don't eat any animal products. And
Oh,
you don't.
you're a vegan?
Yes, I'm a vegan. Yeah.
I am a vegan, but I don't eat some. I can eat some grill, but not all the time. I want to eat grill. I can eat some turtle.
But it's not about ourselves, right? Like I can easily say that I want to eat
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I
It's
can.
about the idea that behind our choices,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
victims.
Yeah, I can't eat. I can't eat really many some food with meat. I can't some many food with meat eating.
So do you eat chickens?
Yeah, but not all the time.
Not all the time, but sometimes one
Yeah.
chicken dies for you, huh?
Quite sure. But okay, okay.
Can I show her some images? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? They're kind of graphic, the images.
Diving train.
Yes, it's okay.
It's okay? Like, let me show you first, just to make like
Yeah.
stuff like this. Is it okay to show her?
No. No. I don't want to see that.
Там...
Скажи не, скажи
А,
не.
не хочешь.
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no,
You don't want to see what animals go through.
Yep.
But are you saying it's okay to do it to them? If you don't want to see it?
I don't. For what? Who killing animals? For nothing. For nothing.
It's not okay to kill. Well, it is for nothing because if we can choose to eat anything else, then when we choose to eat animals, we kill them for nothing.
Yeah, that's really so. I know in meat it's really many good for our organism, bacteria, but we can make krill, but there are gonna be too many species.
There's gonna too many what?
Paper of others things, and then all good bacteria is gonna be dying because there's too many species. I'm gonna be naming papers and others
Oh, but
species.
if you think about good bacteria that you have in the colon, if that's what you're talking about, the reality is that your colon would be much healthier if you don't eat meat.
Yeah.
So it's actually better for you also. But the most important part is that no animals die for you. No animals get exploited. No animals.
Yeah, you're right. But I eating some eggs and milk. I like milk. But my mom hates milk.
Do you know what happens for milk? Do you know why do cows produce milk?
From cow, but nobody kills cow to get milk.
Yeah, they do. So cows produce milk because they're mammals. They have to have babies, just like
Yeah.
us, right? So what do you think happens to the babies? When after cows get pregnant, by the way, cows are forcefully pregnant. They don't choose to do that on their own, but rather farmers forcefully get them pregnant. And when the baby is born, the babies, the first thing is they get separated from their mothers. That's the first thing. They never see. Some of them they never see their mothers again because they can't drink their milk because the milk we say it has to be for us. And afterwards, if they're born male, they never produce milk, so they get killed. And after 6 to 8 years of being forcefully impregnated, just like their mothers, they all get killed.
Yeah, I think that we need to taking cows alone for milk, and when the cow burns the baby, then we need to waiting to that moment when baby gonna be eating grass.
I see what you mean, like to just take the excess milk.
Yeah.
But sadly, that's not what's happening. So when you buy milk right now, you are supporting exactly this: that their babies are taken from them, that their babies are killed, that they are killed also.
Poor babies.
Yeah. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm trying to tell. A lot of people don't know about this.
Yeah, now I don't wanna eating meat.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So
But it gonna be
let me just. I love your enthusiasm. Like I really. The reality is that these things happen. We make these choices, but these things, they happen. We don't see that they happen, but they still happen to animals, you know. And the images that you didn't want to see are things that animals go through every second. Like as we've been talking, thousands of animals have been killed just in that
for
manner.
animals. And I know that's really braconniers. You understand what I say?
No, what's braconies?
People who kill wild animals.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Killing giraffes, horns, and others white animals. That is real bad. Because real
But why is
men,
that worse than killing a cow?
huh?
Why is that worse than killing a chicken?
Because chicken is the animal. Because we need to know that not all chickens we can killing. I think that we can killing so old chicken of old cow.
Oh, like old.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
old.
show you something. So that just to, it's not an image. It's I'll fill. Look at this. So this is the age that animals get killed at. So pigs get killed at 6 months and they can live 10 years. Bulls get killed at 12 months and they can live 25 years. Calves, which are baby cows, get killed at 4 or 5 months. Chickens, the ones that you eat, broiler chickens, get killed at 7 weeks and they can live 5 years. None of them even live half their life, as you can see.
That is so sad.
Yeah, male chicks are literally killed on their first day of life
Why?
because they don't produce eggs.
But there's little chicken, baby chicken. When's it gonna be big chicken? Then they're gonna be given eggs.
But the chickens that produce eggs are different to the chickens that are raised for meat.
Yeah.
So then if they're a different species, so that means that the chickens that are supposed to be producing eggs, when they make males are useless to them, so they just kill them.
For what? For nothing. This is
Well,
for
they still
nothing.
use the product, but the point is that they kill them, right? When we could
Yeah.
choose not to. Yeah. Just close this and let me give you a card. As
Card?
I feel like,
Aw.
yeah, your perception is the only real difference.
Yeah, that's right.
They all want to live equally.
Yeah.
Scan that code. Where are you from?
From Ukraine.
From Ukraine?
Yes, but now she lives here.
Oh, love it. I'm from
Because-
Romania. So I live here also. So I
Romania.
get it. Yeah, we're neighbors, huh? We were neighbors. So
Yeah.
what on that website? If you scan that code and set it to English,
Okay.
because I don't know which language you have it in. There's a thing called the most important speech you'll ever hear. You can watch that together. There's not gonna be like ugly footage, and it
can I-
teaches you about all the stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
can I
on.
give a question?
Yeah.
Is that really so that in Romania was living Graf Dracula?
Yeah, there was a Dracula in Romania, yes, but it's he wasn't drinking blood or stuff like that. It was just that's a legend.
Oh, a legend.
Yeah.
Over a vampire?
Say that again.
Over a vampire?
Vampires.
Ah, vampires. Yeah, those are just legends. Yeah, they're not real.
Another question. Do you know Dutch?
Een beetje.
In beetje, ja. Ik ben goed in Nederlands.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Congrats. How long have you been here for?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Oh, and you
Yeah.
already speak Dutch. Oh, I've been here for 10 years.
Oh.
So my
How many
Dutch
years
is
old you are?
37.
37. So when you was 27, you come to the Netherlands.
Exactly.
Yes. Because 37 10 equals 27. And I don't know why do you don't know so little know Dutch.
I don't really use it that much. It's a bit more
Oh.
complicated than that. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for having this conversation with me.
Yeah.
Think about the animals, okay?
Yeah.
What's your name? I'm Chip.
Maria.
Maria. Nice to meet you, Maria. What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Anna. Nice to meet you.
Cheap.
Chip.
Nice to meet you.
Let's think about the animals, okay? We
Yeah.
don't want we don't want them to die for us or to be exploited for us. That means we gotta go vegan.
Yeah.
Think about it, okay?
Yeah, okay. Bye, Chief.
Bye, Maria. Bye.
bye-bye.
Have a good one. That was a cute little child from Ukraine. I'm not sure how much she understood. I also didn't understand everything she said. I don't know if you guys heard all of it or understood all of it. Such a smart and brave kid. Yeah, and I appreciated that her mother didn't say anything. Like they said, yeah, you can show her the images and stuff, but she didn't want to see them, right? And she said it's like it's interesting because I don't know how old she was actually. I don't think I asked her, but like see the conditioning. It happens very young. This is when we need to stop this conditioning. We need to because she said it's wrong to kill wild animals. Well, why is that wrong? And it's okay to kill regular animals, like domestic animals. Hmm? I don't know. Oh, a lot of awesome people here. Hey, Davey. Hey, David. Davey and David. You want to try a social experiment? I farm potatoes. I've killed a lot of animals and insects. Oh, that's horrible, man. I farm potatoes and I didn't kill any animals. Okay. That's horrible. Why would you need to kill animals for potatoes, huh? Liar. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, because if you put up a fence, the animals will still come somehow through the fence. Oh, so funny. That's the thing about it, huh? There's some of these people are they they really want to deny and say, oh, it's useless. What you vegans are doing, it's useless. Oh, it's not. It's not. You guys want to try a social experiment? Okay. Just ask you some questions. That's it. Oh. Protect your crops. Newsflash, Mr. Nicholas. What do you think animals eat, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, what? What do they eat? Crops? Is that so? Oh, okay. Yeah. So they do eat crops. Okay. So they eat more crops, huh? Oh, so that means you kill way more insects when you eat animal products. Okay. Okay, I get it. Oh, so you're saying, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So being vegan is still better. I get it. Yeah, you're right. Being vegan is still better. Thank you. You want to try? You want to try it? Oh. Oh, Brick is so triggered, huh? Well, yeah, animals still die, yeah. It's not about killing animals, though, right? I mean, when it's with kids, I tell, hey, you want to try it?
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, you want to try the social experiment?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. Where are you from? Australia?
Pontefract.
Say it again.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Okay. Oh, my accent, my accent identification is way off. Okay, I'm from Romania, but I live here. I'm just gonna turn this around, and you tell me what you think. Okay?
Okay. Right, obviously.
Should it be legal?
Oh, legal. Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought it said illegal.
No, it says legal. Yeah.
No.
No? Why not?
I know it should be legal. But it depends if you're going to eat it. If you eat it, then it's legal.
Okay, so abusing animals is okay as long as you get some benefit from it.
Yeah.
Is that really the hill that you want to die on?
That's how I feel.
So okay, why is it okay to abuse animals?
Well, it's not abusing as long as they're killed humanely.
What's a humane way to slash somebody's throat?
Maybe could kind of like do it really quickly.
Okay. Is that the way that you want somebody to kill your friends?
Are you vegetarian?
I'm vegan.
All right, so that's right.
Yeah, because I oppose the idea of animals should be treated as objects.
Okay, yeah.
Do you think animals should be treated as objects?
Do you know the way I feel personally? I eat meat and I like meat, and I'm not going to tell you you've got to eat meat. It's your choice you want to make. I'm not
Yeah.
going to try and force my opinion on you.
Imagine
What I
somebody
find-
who
what I
likes.
find with vegans is you have to force your opinion on everybody else. It's not good enough for you just to do it yourself.
But you said it's wrong. Animal abuse is wrong.
For fun.
For fun.
Yeah.
So what is the difference? If you can get nutrition both from plants and animals, what is it that makes you choose to oppress animals?
What do you think? What about a lion? A lion could eat plants.
Oh, you haven't answered my question.
No, but it's the way of life, isn't it? You know.
Is
Like
that why
animals.
you choose to?
Like
Is that why you
animals.
choose to take somebody's life to exploit them because it's the way of life?
Yeah, I feel better eating meat.
You
I
feel better
feel
eating
healthier.
somebody's flesh.
Yes.
Would you eat a human's flesh?
No,
Why not?
because I'd probably get arrested for that.
What if you weren't? You would find a legal loophole.
Probably not. So I just don't like the idea. There's certain animals I don't like the idea of, but certain ones I do.
What about dogs? Would you eat dogs?
Don't know. Maybe if I was in China.
No, here. Would you actively slash a dog's throat to eat them when you have readily available
Well,
options?
personally, I wouldn't do it to anyone. I'd rather let somebody else do that, and I'll
Okay.
just be a bit ignorant to it all.
But you still have responsibility in the matter.
Well, I eat it and enjoy it.
Yeah, and you still have responsibility for the fact that those animals get exploited and killed for you.
Exploited.
Yeah. What do you think happens? They get exploited. This is literally the definition of exploitation.
I don't know. Try not to think about it really.
You try not to think about it,
Yeah,
but is that fair towards them?
it makes me feel better.
It makes you feel better if you don't think
I
about
still
it.
get my enjoyment out of the food.
Yeah. So that means there is something within you that makes you feel bad if you knew that they get exploited and slaughtered for you.
Maybe.
So then there.
It's not going to stop me from eating
So
it.
then you see, it's not my morals. It's not
my-
me imposing my morals.
No.
It's you trying to hide your own morals from yourself, and me just telling you you can live up to your own morals. You
Yeah,
see?
but I mean, it's like all these clothes you wear.
Yeah.
There have been animals killed in the process. for
Okay.
Things to make the things that you're doing now.
Did I have a choice?
Well, yeah, you could walk around with different kind of clothes that you've made yourself, couldn't you, if you wanted to. It's your
Really, is that
choice
really
to-
an option?
your choice to-
Is that
your
really an
choice to-
option? Because you can have you
It
can
is
easily
an
have an
option.
option to
It
not
is.
oppress animals, can't you?
No, you can't, no.
No, in any restaurant, in any
You're just
supermarket,
like,
you have
picking
vegan
what you
options.
want and what you're putting
Yeah.
it on your thing where you want to decide what's all right and reasonably practical.
I mean, you can attack me. At the end of the day, I don't care about you attacking
gonna
me.
attack
I
you,
just,
no.
I just care about the fact that what you acknowledge is that it is bad what we do to animals because you said you feel bad if you think about it, and you try not to think about it.
Well, no, to
so
be
then,
honest, I'd
so
try-
then,
I wouldn't-
when
I
you say that
wouldn't-
vegans
do you
impose
know
our views
something?
on other people,
Now
no,
that you
I'm
say it,
thinking.
I wouldn't
Well, I'm
actually, 'cause
talking.
I
I'm
catch
talking.
fish and I don't feel bad about that.
You don't
And
feel
I
bad
eat-
about
no,
it?
I catch fish and we gut them, and then I open. We eat them.
So you think? Yeah, I can show you footage, the images from this.
It's all right, but I want to.
This is the kind of
I've not
stuff
got
you're
long in
supporting,
Amsterdam,
huh?
so I don't really want to stand here too long.
You
But-
don't want to stand here too long. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You want to keep exploiting animals. This is standard practice, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's what's
Yeah,
fine to me.
separating their animals from their mothers.
It
Huh?
tastes good.
Yeah, killing them, huh?
Younger ones are better as well.
Yeah.
Right, good to talk to you.
Oh, it wasn't good talking to you. Yeah. What a person, huh? One cow harvested causes one death. One potato harvested causes multiple. Oh, Nicholas, just look into the science and stop it. What do you think cows eat, man? Just stop with this bullshit. You're just making yourself look bad. Like, at some point, you gotta listen to the science and not to your own bullshit propaganda. And try it? Yeah, Ali, sadly some people will never use them. You want to try it? Okay. Okay, yeah, thanks. Well, there's so many awful people in the chat, huh? But which science do you mean, sir? Neo coalesce. you will have to look into it and find out that the fact that cows are actually fed way more plants, therefore way more bugs are killed in the process. So that's what I'm talking about. Cows, chickens, pigs, they're all fed plants. How do you think they survive? They grow. Thank you, Svet. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see, maybe we get some more people. You want to try a social experiment? There's a lot of non-vegans in the chat. It's kind of funny. But listen, if you guys just come in here to say nothing and spit, no, Neocoles, those cows wouldn't be brought into an existence of exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. So if you wouldn't eat them, no, it's not true. And again, they would eat more plants. Do you seriously not understand that? You don't need to bring into existence beings to slaughter them for your pleasure. And it's not just about food, it's strictly about... You want to try? Not exploiting innocent, sentient beings. But I'll focus on my outreach, so I think there's enough people in the chat to deal with your nonsense. You want to try the social experiment? And I only mean nonsense, not in a derogatory way. I don't care who you are. Maybe you're a smart person, who knows? But what you're saying is nonsensical, so I'm just gonna call it how it is. You want to try a social experiment?
Tell me.
I just ask you some questions, get you to think.
Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Can you come closer in the same view?
Okay.
What's your name?
Kautar. Kautar.
Kautar.
Yes.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Kautar. Where are you from? Interesting name.
Italy.
Italy. Nice. Okay, I haven't heard this name from Italy. That's a good name.
It's Arabic.
Oh, it's Arabic. Okay, cool. So I'm going to turn this around and you're going to tell me what you think about it, okay?
Okay.
Should animal abuse be legal?
What do you mean by abuse?
Emotional or physical harm?
Well, it depends. You mean all animals?
I would say all animals should be abused, yeah.
Then no.
No?
I think it depends because I don't eat meat, I don't eat animals. And I always found very difficult to have conversations with people that eat meat and they feel sad for their like dog or cat, but they
Yeah.
don't feel sad for cows.
That's a good point, huh?
So
But you don't eat any animal products?
no.
Not cheese, not milk, not eggs?
It depends. I switch. I'm flexible. I've been vegetarian, been vegan. I don't believe in like this as an extreme thing, honestly. I think just like reducing can be helpful because I had like many different opinions like with other friends and they're like if tomorrow we all stop eating like meat or dairy product it could be like a big crash inside of the market, blah blah blah. So like just slowly switching or reducing, that could be already something.
For society, yes, but for individuals, no. For
No.
individuals, we can choose on the spot, right?
Well, yeah, it depends, yeah.
Yeah. So let's put it this way, because you say it's okay, it's extreme, right? What would you say is more extreme? Cutting the throat of an innocent animal for
Okay.
something that you don't need,
Okay.
or choosing to eat plants always? What would you say is more extreme?
I can tell you what is extreme for me personally, but I can give you different perspective, which means, am I a woman that is trying to get pregnant? Am I an athlete? What am I doing in my life? Because that's why I don't like very extreme positions because each of us has needs, you know?
Like nutritionally speaking.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
but like
point.
let's put it this way. Well, I'm here advocating for animal rights.
Yeah.
I don't really care about nutrition, but I can give you resources into nutrition. And I'm also studying to be a certified nutritionist, and I can tell you that there's no problem getting nutrition, including if you're trying to be pregnant,
Yeah,
an
of
athlete,
course.
or any
I
stage
know,
of
I
your
know, I
life.
know, I know.
It can be plant-based. But I'm here talking on behalf of the animals, right? Because animals, they don't have a voice. They have nobody speaking for them.
Yes.
So I'm here speaking on their behalf.
Yes.
So speaking on their behalf, what do you think is a good enough justification to exploit and slaughter them for something that is optional?
I
to
don't
us?
think there's no justification to do that. It's like it's always like the supreme, like this feeling, this behavior of humankind to be supreme. Like we just think we're better, and that's it. That's what we do.
But do you think
And
that's a fair way of attacking animals?
no, it's not fair. Absolutely, I completely agree with you, and it's a very difficult topic to talk with people because I
Yeah.
feel like you should have that empathy, or like there must be some switch inside of you that can actually like make you change your mind toward
Yeah.
your eating habits. Of course, it's more
It's not just
extreme
eating
to kill.
again, right? Like
yeah, it's
leather,
everything,
everything, right? Like,
everything.
because
I
animals
know.
get exploited for entertainment, for clothing, for food, for everything, right? It's about
But I
everything.
feel it's changing. I have to say, like, don't you have the feeling
It is
has been
changing.
changing?
It is changing, but like I feel still a large, like 80 billion animals are killed every year
Yes.
for us, and that means 80 billion animals, 80, by the way, just to be clear, not
Yeah, yeah,
18, 80. So that's still such a large number. There's still so many individuals, even if it's just one animal being killed.
I know.
I think it's wrong when you can choose not to. It's the same with humans, right? I would say you shouldn't be exploiting humans if you can choose not to. If you can, and in this case, why would you say it's extreme to choose never to exploit animals?
I wouldn't say it's extreme. That's the point. For me, it's less extreme. Just everyone to have like a plant-based diet. But I feel like our society goes so fast that like it would be extreme to think it's something doable at the moment.
At society level, maybe, but individually.
Individually, I think it's something doable.
yeah, so-
But sometimes you gotta think as yourself as an individual. But if me, you, and everyone else does the same thing, then it becomes society.
And that's good, right?
It
That's
is
what we
good.
want. But like, it starts with an individual. So like, I wish I could have a conversation with every person that walks by and tell them.
Of course.
But like you stopped, you're the one having a conversation with me right now, and the other people have stopped and I had conversations with them, and I always tell them the same thing. Like, yes, society. It's easy for us to talk about societies. It's easy for us to in a sense say how difficult it is for our society to change. But that kind of absolves our responsibility we have as individuals, because
Yeah.
we as individuals still have responsibilities, and our change can still spare some animals from being brought into an existence of exploitation.
Of course, you
and
know
slaughter,
how many
right?
times it happened to me that like friends, when I stop eating meat, they're like, do you think if you stop doing it then like something will change? Or it's
Things
like
change, yeah.
of course, you know how many times like even I've been flexible, I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, and sometimes they're like, we're gonna throw it if you don't eat it, blah blah, and I'm like, if you decide to take a decision, you have to stick with it and like slowly. You know, for me, it's very complicated to talk about this because when you're surrounded by people that have your same ideas or thoughts,
Yeah.
so most of the people I'm surrounded are vegetarian or vegan, I don't even see the problem anymore because
Yeah.
I don't even talk with people that are different toward this. But I do believe, as I told you, if you're an individual and you do for you, it works perfectly. But I also have the feeling that if you
Well,
don't...
being vegan is not about you. It's about, so being vegan, by the way, because I'm sorry for interrupting you
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah.
It's just to make things clear. Like, vegetarians still exploit and abuse animals.
Yeah.
So, because for dairy, animals still get exploited, slaughtered. For eggs, animals still get exploited and slaughtered.
But would you put it at the same level as the person that
Exactly the
eats,
same
eats
level.
meat? Okay.
It's exactly the same level. It's the reality is, I don't know how much you know about the dairy industry.
Yeah, I know about the
So,
dairy.
so cows get forcefully
yeah,
impregnated,
of
have their
course.
babies taken from them, and then
Yes.
killed. So this is I would, if you ask me, this is just as bad as any meat product. And it's is there any difference? It's hard to tell if there's any difference, right? Because you can say, well, a cow produces more milk, but then with a lot of milk you produce some cheese. So if you eat cheese, isn't that exactly the equivalent of meat? So I don't know. Like, this is a utilitarian calculation, but the reality is when you buy even one animal product, whether it's cheese or milk, at least one animal is exploited and slaughtered for you.
Yeah.
And
I know, but I wouldn't still put them at the same because I feel like it's still something.
but it's still exploitation and
It
slaughter
is,
for one
it is.
individual.
But I still feel it's something. And maybe you change your mind. I mean, you gotta start from something.
You
For
gotta
me,
start
it
from
has
somewhere,
been
yeah.
like, we always have to be empathetic and understand that we are not, like, not all of us is extreme, or each of us needs more time to get toward, like, decisions, diet, whatever it is. So for me, it's still better than nothing and can lead you to, but it's still not as bad as eating just animal products. So
But if you were to be in a system of where we're exploiting humans and we can choose not to, would you still say that we need to take it step by step where we stop exploiting humans as individuals again, not as society? Or should you say we need to stop immediately? Like just to put give a little bit of example, like slavery, right?
Yeah.
During slavery, do you think that we should have said, oh, to each their own? Some people should stop having slaves. Maybe some should give better conditions to slaves, or some should only have slaves once per week. Or
yeah,
should we
I know completely what you mean. But
Yeah.
but the point is, if you have to be realistic on things, that was actually the same thing that happened with slavery. Like if you go and see history, like the states, like in the States, they just didn't stop slavery from one day to the other. It took time before the country from the north and then the south. Like
I mean,
it
there was a
takes-
liberation day.
Yes,
They
was a
did-
liberation day.
One day another.
Yes, but still, it was not like it didn't take like this and that.
Yeah,
slavery
obviously
stopped.
some people still had some reminiscence of it, but
Yes.
but still, and of course that society level it's a bit more difficult. But what I'm trying to bring the
I know what
idea
you
is
mean.
that
I
it's
know,
a bit
I know, I
absurd for
know.
us to say that,
That we
we
say-
need to take step
yeah,
by step
yeah, I know.
when individuals, sentient, beautiful individuals, innocent,
I know.
they get exploited for us when we can choose not to, right? So bringing it back to you because you're the one I'm talking to, not because I want to
Yeah,
put you on
yeah,
the spot or anything, but do you think that you want to continue exploiting animals, or do you want to stop at all and say never again?
I did stop. For me, it really depends. Like me personally, I stopped, I restarted. So I agree with you with everything, or most of the thing. I wouldn't say everything because I've never been a very extreme person. So when I do
But again,
the
what
work,
is extreme about what I'm saying?
it's not extreme. It's just different from other people, and for
Yeah.
some people, what is different from our can be extreme. You know,
It can
that's
seem extreme, but it's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
doesn't mean, right?
It can seem, but
Be-
it's
that's
always
also
about the perspective. I'm talking about my personal perspective.
But I would say, and I'll let you continue, but I would say the reason why it seems extreme for other people is because they don't see what animals go through, because
Yeah, I
that
know,
happens
I know.
behind closed doors,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we've built a society in a way that we hide all of it from view. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, right? Like if people saw stuff like, and like I'm just gonna show you some footage here. Like if people saw stuff
Yeah.
like this, they would be like, oh, this is extreme. This right here is
Yeah,
extreme,
of
right?
course.
Yeah. So the fact that I would say just because for some they see it as extreme because they don't see this doesn't mean what we do is extreme. But from a more, would you say objectively, which one is more extreme? As objective as you can be. Is it not participating in any of that I showed you, or participating in some of it? Which one is more extreme?
Well, I cannot give you like the proper answer because I feel like, of course, it's less extreme just to go plant-based. Like,
Yeah.
of course, like that's rational. Like,
Yeah.
that's the point. Of course, it's less extreme. Like, you're gonna like.
I appreciate
don't
your
even
honesty.
think-
I appreciate your honesty. Yeah.
Like it's really, of course, I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
But it's my opinion again.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we approach and enter society, we have also to understand that we're all very different. This is my opinion, at least. So you've got that it's on your side.
So then again, I bring it back to you. Would you still want to be part of that?
I wouldn't.
Extreme, that thing that you call extreme?
I wouldn't be part of it. So, yeah, that's my answer.
So are you gonna be plant-based or vegan?
Well, maybe I can try to get back to my old habits. I mean, I still don't eat meat as a vegetarian or fish, but I can maybe try to cut.
Do you eat fish?
No, I don't eat fish.
Oh, okay, that's good. It's at least good. But still, like I feel like it sounds to me like you're so close to it, and
Yeah.
and for you it would be such a small change. It would impact some animals, and
I
why
know.
not? You know, for
I
you,
know,
do you
of
even
course.
remember what you had 2 weeks ago to eat?
No.
No, we
Yeah,
forget.
I know,
it's
I
a
know
passing meal
completely.
for us, but for
Yeah.
them they lose their whole life. They
I
get,
know.
Yeah, so
I have to go, but it was
you
a
have to
very
go.
interesting
Thank
conversation.
you for having this conversation with me. Let me just give you a card before you go. This is you have my social media here,
Okay.
yeah, also. If you scan this or go on this website and type in this code, set it to English because I'm not sure if it comes in Italian. I'm not sure if we'll have all the resources there.
Yeah.
And watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. It will help you. It will empower you, I think, to do
Thank
the
you
right
very
thing.
much.
And if you need help, you have Challenge 22 there. They send you recipes, everything, help you with everything. How long are you in Amsterdam for?
I'm just visiting.
For the whole day or?
Yeah, for the whole day.
Okay, because I can give you also a map with vegan restaurants if you want.
No, I have it. I have it.
Okay, you have it. Okay,
That's something I definitely
okay.
have. Thank you.
Let's choose compassion, okay, over violence, okay?
Bye.
And we're not extreme. Bye. Hey, you want to try it? Hi, you want to try the social experiment? Can you come closer so that you're in view? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh, yes. But if you can explain me what it is about.
Sure, what's your name?
Anuka.
Anuka, I'm
Yeah.
Chip. Nice to meet you.
Chef.
Chip.
Chip.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so
You can also say Anna or Annie.
it's okay. Anuka, I get it.
Wait. Yes, so Chip.
How do you feel about this?
Change my mind.
Animal abuse should be legal.
Legal. Change my mind. See, I just a couple of days ago I bought. If you notice, a system like if you work with the health or mind or mental health, so you can do like a week calendar where you mark hours.
Okay.
You can load up more hours, like 9 hours, or if your pen is like 15 meters, so you can mark on the calendar. I do 15 hours for pen.
Okay.
But something to do with this, they call talking pet, like that this particular like a statement that you have a pet who starts talking.
Not just pets. I mean, all animals. Should we abuse animal? Should we legalize animal abuse?
Should be like legalize animal abuse, but if it is a talking like animal or.
I mean, I think all animals talk to each other. We can't understand all of them, but they all talk to each other. They all communicate with each other.
Yes. And do you know if cats or dogs can drink coffee?
If they can drink coffee. I'm not sure. Well, why is that related?
Or also like health, like if you have these magic meters who know everything about your health values. So you do a body scan, like a beauty scan, and it is about inside 1 minute you get you could tell how much caffeine, how much caffeine is you give a dog or a cat 1 cup of coffee, and then do a body scan. Like for if it is, you check if it is beautiful or not.
Okay.
And about 1 minute you get out how much caffeine is in the system.
Oh, is that how they tell? Is
digestion,
okay?
Yeah.
Is that how they test coffee, or what is it that you're describing here?
Why would I like to know how much coffee there is?
But what do you think about the statement of abusing animals? Do you think it's okay to abuse animals?
Abuse is a little bit like a strong word.
I would say it's emotional or physical harm.
Yeah, but okay, you have an animal, and it is like animal has communication, digestion, yes. Would you call it like a labyrinth?
Would you?
Labyrinth, like the. Okay, now we have a health problem, drinking coffee. So would you call it a labyrinth, finding out more about coffee, like instead of the animal? also then I would like to follow. I would like to know, like on the global scale, how much people drink coffee. I have this.
What does this have to do with the
countries.
animals?
I have. Well, there's a lot of countries in the whole world, and then I'd like to know how much coffee is this cat and dog drinking, but maybe in a different country. So then I create this percent, then like an eye, like iris for.
But aside
for the
from
eye,
animals
but,
drinking coffee, do you think it's okay to
drink-
abuse animals?
If you, yeah, I wouldn't have like so strong opinion about it. I would think I would like to ask what is the name? Which animal?
Whatever animal, any animal. Do you think
Any
it's okay to abuse any animal? Is
Any-
there any animal that is okay to abuse? Is it okay to abuse cows?
I guess I guess it is okay. If it is okay for you to be one who abuses, you'd like to be someone who abuses.
No. That's
animals,
reverse psychology, and I'm talking to people like, do you think it's okay to abuse cows? I don't think it's okay to abuse any animals.
Well, what is this like? Do you think it is okay? What is thinking? Is it like a thinking? Then is like is it if you okay? Suppose you are thinking. So is it thinking like inside? Is the thinking? Suppose we have abstract thing, word thinking. Is it inside your body? The thinking.
It's in my brain, yeah.
It's in your brain.
Yeah.
Or is it the thinking is something you put outside the body, like a book?
It's in my brain.
Or your computer.
Thinking is in the brain.
You have everything in here. No.
All the perception is in my brain, yes.
All perceptions is
Do you think all the perception of animals is also in the brain?
Is this possible? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible. I was also there's a very nice drawing of labyrinth.
Okay.
And it's also organization labyrinth health. You can work for a week for, but also week for dementia, but also week for like a mental week for mental health. You could be open like a calendar, reckon and start.
Thank you, Anna, for having a conversation with me. Think about the animals. Let's not exploit animals, okay? Let's try to keep that in mind.
And Talking Pet is a company, Talking Pet, but it is like animal health.
Yeah.
Talking.
Well, no, I'm talking more about like not exploiting animals for food, clothing, or entertainment.
Okay. Anyhow, there is a pet place where you can buy a doorbell that says Talking Pets.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, learning resources.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yes. So I just had this particular doorbell like 2 days ago from animal shop. So I was like, Talking Pet, like what? But then someone said that you should also visit this baby. They don't sell pets but babies, and you find this really small this ring box, soittorasia. It's like also SR, like starträken, and soittorasia. It's like a really small box that does this sleep, plays you like the song that then you sleep really well. But there's some like who was, if you were born like with parents who were speaking English first language, so they.
I'm sorry, Anna, to interrupt you.
Blind makers.
I'm sorry, but I'm here speaking on behalf of animal rights.
Oh,
so
okay.
I thank you so much for having this
Thank you.
conversation with me. I hope you have a great
the
day.
best.
Okay.
If you have this magic makers clock, so all the best.
Okay, thank you so much, Anna. Have a good one. I don't know. I think she had some intellectual disability. I did not, yeah. I didn't want to be mean, but I felt like she needed to discuss all this stuff with somebody, but I didn't want to do that now. I don't think it's the right place or time to do it, so. Thank you so much, Greyhound, for the donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, I feel bad when I meet people like this because I really feel bad for them. I don't think the world is not fair, you know, and stuff like that happens to them. But maybe, you know, maybe they're. She seemed like a very interested in things, stuff, right? She asked, like, always thinking inside the body or outside the body. Just, no, it's an interesting thing to think about, but yeah.
It's your social experiment.
So I ask you some questions, get you to think. You want to try it?
Yeah. Okay.
Can you come closer? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What's your names? What's your name?
Anna.
Anna. Nice to meet you, Anna.
I'm Maddie.
Maddie. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Maddie.
to meet you.
And Anna. Yeah. So where are you guys from?
The United States.
The United States?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll ask you some questions. How do you feel about oppression?
Oppression?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Not good.
No.
Okay, love it. Do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
Even if it benefits them, and by them I mean the powerful?
No.
No, okay. And even if the powerless, they don't realize that they're being oppressed?
Yeah, it's still wrong.
It's still wrong.
It's still wrong?
Yeah,
Okay.
because especially if like the powerful know they're doing it.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. And even if the powerful would be difficult for them to stop because they've been doing it for so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They need to find a
they
different
need to,
way.
yeah, still stop. Doesn't make it
there's-
okay.
There's
Yeah.
always a solution to something, and they have to be willing to like put that brain power forward to figure out a solution where there's some sort of equality and there's some sort of equal ground.
Yeah.
Love it. So oppression is bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us?
Awful.
Do you think we're oppressing them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look your answer. I never know what to expect. Some people, they become defensive immediately. Okay, so if you think we're oppressing them and you're against oppression,
Yeah.
do you consume animal products?
I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat, but
No.
like dairy products?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you consume any animal products?
Yeah, I'm a meat eater.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you see there's a contradiction there where we're oppressing animals, but you say you're against it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't think there's anything wrong with what you're saying. I think it's like everything that the way that's set up. Like, I mean, like I could not eat meat, but if it's
Exactly.
presented to me, I will, because it's already on the plate. So, like,
Yeah, but like there is a supply and demand thing, right? So if you
Yeah.
eat the meat on the plate, then that person who bought that meat will have to buy more meat, and eventually one more animal will get exploited and slaughtered for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or because of you, in that sense, not necessarily
Yeah.
for you, but because of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because of supply and demand. So if you're like, if there's this contradiction between you, I'm just trying to get people to stop exploiting animals. So what would
Okay.
what can I say or do or help you to stop exploiting animals?
I like to go vegan.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean,
Oh, I think there needs to be a lot more vegan options. First of all,
Yeah.
I think we have a mutual friend who is vegan, and
Uh-huh.
she's dedicated herself very heavily to like that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for her to like find like good restaurants or like good things to eat that are vegan.
Okay.
So I think that in order to like make that transition into veganism, I think there has to be a lot more like options.
yeah.
Because there
it
is
needs
options.
to be more
It
accessible.
needs to be more accessible.
Also, as somebody who like pays for my own groceries, like it's expensive to eat.
Do you guys
vegan.
live here or in the US?
No, we live in the
States.
U.S.
You live in the US?
Yeah.
Where in the US?
I'm from Colorado.
Colorado,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from Oregon.
Oh, from Oregon, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been to any of them. I don't know to say. I've been to like my sister lives in North Carolina, but
Yeah.
I've been vegan there. I can tell you, yes, it is a bit more expensive sometimes, but that is if you think about like plant-based meats or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you think about pasta, rice, beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, these are actually cheaper than meat. These are
Yeah.
the cheapest things you can find in the supermarket.
I think it depends too, because like we have. Do you know what Safeway is?
No.
like a
It
chain
sounds familiar, but I
grocery.
So
don't.
it's like
Yeah.
a chain grocery store, but
Yeah.
they have deals. That's where I get my meat from. Is like
Yeah.
they have a deal where it's like you get 4 things of meat for like $20. That's a steal. That's a steal in the United
Still
States.
more expensive than
Well,
tofu, tempeh,
buying it in bulk,
rice.
where you get like 4 pounds of meat for like $20, in my eyes, that's cheap. Because I grew up as a meat eater.
I probably don't plan on
Same,
transitioning anytime soon, just because that's the like lifestyle I grew up with. But I think in order for me to be tempted to go into that lifestyle, there'd have to be a lot more options, especially in grocery stores. And like the States, we just don't like.
Yeah, like restaurants. I'm vegetarian, and I find it hard to like find stuff that's vegetarian, let alone vegan.
Yeah.
But just to put things into perspective, what do you know about the dairy industry?
It's terrible.
It's a not a great. Yeah,
it's
we-
awful.
Well, I'm not
What?
gonna speak for you. Environmental studies.
Oh yeah, I studied environmental studies at university, so it's not good.
It's bad for the environment,
It's
obviously.
terrible for the
it's terrible for
environment.
the environment.
It's really hard. What I've learned, because like especially when I was like 18, I was like, OMG, I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna save the environment. I'm gonna do all this stuff. It's really hard to be one person fighting against a huge system.
Yeah.
That so many people love steak. They love milk, they love ice cream, like they love all of it. So it's really hard to like be one person and be like, well, I'm vegan, like I don't eat animal products, I don't eat meat, like I'm helping.
Yeah.
But like you're not ever gonna be able to convince everyone to do it.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, I
We
asked
do
about the
have
dairy
tickets at
industry.
3:45,
2 minutes. I'll keep you 2 minutes.
Okay. 1
So,
minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
1 minute.
So why do you think the dairy cows produce milk?
Like dairy costs?
Cows, sorry, dairy
Cows
cows. Why do you
produce-
think they produce milk?
For their babies.
For their babies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was-
So,
I was-
yeah, so
I was like,
farmers,
wait a
they
second.
forcefully impregnate them. Somebody puts their hands in their anus, holds their cervix, and injects bull semen. Somebody else jerks off a bull. This is standard practice across the board. After 9 months, when the baby is born, what do you think happens to them?
I think once the baby's born, I think it kind of depends on like where they're at and like what farm they're at, because I think
The first thing is they get separated from their mothers.
they get separated. There's also other places that keep them together. I don't know. I
They
think
don't
it
keep them
depends
together,
on what
so the reason-
separate them and then they like they start breeding them pretty young, or they
Yeah,
kill them for
the
like
first year.
veal, or
yeah,
it's
for
pretty
veal, I forgot
brutal.
veal existed,
Yeah, so the first thing is they separate it because they would drink their mother's milk. And on some farms, if they keep them there, it's even worse because they form a bond with their mother and then they
Yeah.
separate them, so it's even worse. But after, if they're born male, they get slaughtered because they don't produce milk.
Yeah.
If they're born female, year over year forceful impregnation for 6 to 8 years, when they can no longer be easily impregnated. So then they go to a slaughterhouse because they cannot financially justify keeping them alive for another year until they might try again to get them pregnant. Because
Yeah.
they only try to get them pregnant during the mating season, right? So this is the kind of system that you are participating in and that you are saying that it's okay to participate in, right? This is just the tip of the iceberg because it gets so much worse. And I'm not talking here about food. This type of stuff is done for food, for clothing, for entertainment. So if you think it's bad to kill animals for entertainment, to exploit animals for entertainment, then it should be the same for food. Because if you have readily available options, then the one thing that is making you choose to buy animal products is convenience, cost, or taste, right? But all of these, are these good enough justifications to bring somebody into existence for the sole purpose of exploitation, abuse, and then to slaughter them?
It's not. We have to go though.
We do
really
have to
do have to go. It's
Let me give you a card.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, so go on this website, type in this code, and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Okay.
If you decide that you don't want to be part of it, Challenge 22, they hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes, all of it is free. And let me give you also a map of Amsterdam where you have vegan places. I urge you to try the vegan restaurants, they're much better.
Okay.
Especially vegan sushi bar, it's
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah,
I
that
like
sounds
sushi.
great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one. I tried to squeeze in a lot of information in that 1 minute. Okay, I think maybe we can get a couple more conversations. You got a bit tired after speaking with that intellectually challenged woman. I feel bad for her, so I'm like, fusing plants. Plants are not sentient. You quack. You guys want to try it?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Where are you guys from?
I come originally from Iran, but I live in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, nice, nice. How about you?
I'm from Iran.
Oh, Iran. Also live in Vancouver, Canada?
In Iran, Tehran.
Ah, Iran, Tehran. Okay, nice. I haven't been to Iran, but I've heard a lot of good things. I have another friend from Iran that has a lot of good things. Are you guys okay with being on YouTube? It's live on YouTube now.
It's live?
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Can you come closer so that you're in view a little bit? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this around and you tell me what you think about it. Okay. It says animal abuse should be legal. Change my mind. What do you think?
Okay, imagine that there's a superior animal, because humans are also animals, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that there's a superior animal living in the world.
Yeah.
And then they can do the same, abuse us.
Yeah.
Because they're superior.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
I mean, what if they brought me into the existence for the sole purpose of abusing me?
Well, again, put yourself in their place, in their shoes. And
What if they benefit from abusing me?
okay, they benefit. Do you benefit from it?
Not really, because I get abused, right?
Yeah. So like, if it was like on you and you could decide that they can't abuse you, would you let them abuse you?
No.
Well, it's not fair, right?
Yeah, it's not
And then-
fair, is
yeah.
it? Okay. How do you feel about cows, chicken, pigs?
Well,
Is it fair to abuse them?
no, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with
I
this?
see
You see
where
I'm
you're
with
going.
this?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I appreciate it. I love that you defended you used a very good hypothetical out there, right? What if there's somebody who's superior to us?
Yeah.
What if they want to do the exact same thing to us that we do to farm animals? Would you say that's okay?
Well, probably if it's
Are you gonna turn back now? Are you gonna tell me abuse is okay?
no, abuse is not okay, but like you use my own words against me. That's not fair. Okay, so it's not fair, but
I mean,
they're delicious.
yeah. But what if they said
Yeah.
the same about us? Huh?
Yeah, good argument. Good argument. Yeah, I have to think about it more, probably. But
More probably.
more
Think
probably. I'm
more.
gonna think about it more. But at the end of the day, there's the food pyramid. And
They can
they're
say
at
the same
at
thing,
the
huh?
top. Yeah,
They're
they
superior
can. They
to
can.
us.
They
That's
can
life.
say. Yeah, that's life.
It's not fair.
It's not fair, huh?
It's not fair.
it's
Like
not.
nothing is fair in the nature, is it?
But should we choose to be fair?
We can.
Do
we
we
can.
as people
I think-
want to live a
This
fair
is
life?
this is the thing about us humans. Like we can do something against the nature of us, but that didn't really work out for us, did it?
Yeah, but that's not necessarily good, right? Because we as humans develop morality, right? We develop morality in order to kind of make of understanding of why some things that we do makes us feel good and some things makes us feel bad, right? I don't really know why we develop morality, but we know what morality is, right?
Yes.
Would you say it's moral for us to exploit innocent animals for what we get out of them? When we can easily choose to not do that, right?
I think all the meat lovers do agree that it is not fair. But
Yeah.
I think there are more serious issues.
Oh, well, fair enough. You can consider there are more serious issues. I would
Yeah.
disagree that there's more serious issues.
Because it is daily life changing, and I think this unfairness is everywhere, even in.
Does that make it right?
No, it's
Okay,
not
so
right.
like,
but
what about this? We had this bad experience 2-3 years ago with coronavirus, right? And we didn't
Which is
have
because
much
of
time.
animal agriculture and people
Yes, but
exploiting
like,
animals.
is that okay if we test the new
I don't
drugs
think we should
on
test
the
animals
animals
on
first,
no.
and then
No.
well,
it is not.
No, why? It's not fair towards them, huh? Why
We can-
why would it be there for imagine somebody testing their drugs on you because they have power over you?
Yes, but it is not like that. That would be unfair too. But it is not like
It
that.
is unfair, right?
again,
Like,
beside
like,
ev-
like say this situation is more of a gray area for you, and I don't want to get into it because for me it's not a gray area, but I understand that for some people it can seem gray area because it can seem so outlandish
Yeah.
of the idea that oh we should get consent from animals before we test on them, but we can get consent from people before we test on them, right? So, but let's
So
just
you
put it this way.
prefer the people to die?
I prefer that people
Instead
who
of-
consent
Mhm.
to it, yeah, if they die, they die. They consented to it. But rather than putting somebody who didn't consent to it
But for
in
any
a situation,
drugs, we need animal
We don't need it. There's situations. I'm not very familiar with it, but there are situations. There are ways to do it without it. But let's talk about the most common uses, right? Whether it's for food, for clothing. Do you think there's any justification to exploit and slaughter innocent animals for those situations, for example?
May I ask you something? Is the slavery okay if the person is consent to this?
I wouldn't say that's slavery if they consent. Slavery is literally against consent, right?
Maybe they have lower IQ. I don't.
No, I would say then that it's not okay. If they can't consent, that it's not okay.
Think about it. That there are some people with lower IQ. You can trick them.
I love that you're saying exactly my arguments.
Yeah. But like you can trick them to like consenting. So it's not okay to like experiment anything on anyone or anything. So this is actually a gray area. Like you can't do it on humans. You can't do it on animals. What would you do? And you're
do not do it to them. If there's people who cannot get consent, if you cannot get consent from somebody, then don't force consent onto them, right?
How would you know
that you're forcing consent? If you can't get it, then you're forcing it. It's easy.
No.
If somebody's, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
If there's a woman in a taxi and she's totally passed out, she obviously can't get consent.
Yes.
If I fondle her, she doesn't remember anything the next day, let's say. It doesn't make what I do right, the fact that she doesn't know what happened to her, or the fact that she couldn't give consent.
Okay.
I know. We will think about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I want you not to, this isn't about, like, the reality is that when we make this choice 3 times, because you mentioned that there's other things in the world, you can still choose to care about other things in the world. But when you eat, for example, you still have to make a choice. So nobody's forcing you into making one choice or the other. So why not choose the option that does not exploit an innocent sentient being?
I think the whole life is so unfair, just like this.
But we don't. I agree. There's things in life that are unfair. Like I literally talked to a person who was intellectually challenged.
I am thinking about me because you are thinking about you and he is thinking about him.
But to some extent, I think about myself. But I can't say I'm horny. I'm gonna go mount a woman because I think about myself and my horniness.
Maybe because
in that sense, if I say I crave the meat of somebody, I can't say I crave that meat. Therefore, I think about myself and go.
People
that's not
just
the same
don't
thing, man.
do it
Like,
because
it's
it is
sexual
illegal.
assault against having some food.
Well, do you think animals are not sexually exploited in animal agriculture? They're very much sexually exploited.
But yeah, it doesn't. For the food?
Yeah. Do you know what happens in dairy industry, for example, for milk, for cheese?
Oh, you mean like milking the animals?
No, I mean like literally the farmer puts their hands in the anus of a cow, holds their cervix, and injects bull semen. On the other hand, another farmer literally has to make a bull ejaculate. They insert a giant dildo in their anus for electric stimulation so that they get their sperm. So then they use their sperm to impregnate a cow, and then when the cow, because the cow has to be pregnant to give out milk. After 9 months, when the cow gives milk, the first thing they do is...
This is like industrial farming.
No, this is small farms also.
It's small farms also.
Yeah, look, you can look it up on YouTube. This is tutorials on YouTube. This isn't even like secret footage or anything. If you look at tutorials on YouTube, how to impregnate a cow, you will see this. And then how to make a bull ejaculate, you will see this. All of it is footage that you can find on YouTube as tutorials. And when the babies are born, they get separated from their mothers because they would drink their milk. The mother produced milk for them, but they would drink their milk, so we say it's our milk. That's number one. And if their babies are born a male, they get killed because they don't produce milk. And for the women, they go 6 to 8 years forceful impregnation year over year, and then they got killed.
The only way to handle it is to make it illegal. I think.
But can we make it illegal if people like you support it? Because governments don't do the right thing. Governments do the popular thing, right? So even if it's not right, sometimes government will do the popular thing because people demand it. So if you demand animal products, if you continue supporting industries that do this to animals, governments cannot do anything about it because governments will respect your will. You are telling the governments, I want to do this to animals.
One thing that might happen, and I'm not sure exactly about it, but if you want to feed all this population around the globe, by only plant-based food, you have to go with so much processed food.
It would be less actually.
No.
Yeah, because the animals in animal agriculture are fed more plants.
Bread is a processed food.
Yeah.
But
processed food is not
but
bad.
a steak is not
Yes,
processed.
it
It is
is.
still
It is.
processed. No, but the,
It is
the
bad.
ultra processed foods are bad, not processed foods. I'm actually studying to be a certified nutritionist. I can tell you for a fact
All the vegan meats in the
don't eat
market,
vegan
they're
meats.
all
Don't eat
very
vegan meats.
processed.
Don't
man.
eat vegan meats. Just
So,
nobody's telling
like-
you to eat vegan meats. Like what you're seeing now is you're trying to find justifications to continue exploiting animals.
No,
what I
that's-
keep telling
that's
you that
what's happening in the nature.
in the
around
nature,
all the
nobody,
like,
no animals
all
bring other
animals-
animals to existence for the sole purpose of exploiting them and then killing them.
That's
Animals just hunt when they feel hungry.
It's very dark,
and they
but
don't have a
that-
choice.
but it
They
is
have
what-
a choice.
it is what makes us human, right?
But animals also rape other animals. Imagine me raping somebody and using it as a justification
People
for saying
many
animals
of
do it in
them
nature.
Just don't do it because it is illegal. That's it.
I would
That is
agree to
not for
disagree,
moral.
but I
Come
but
on,
I
it's-
will
it is
for-
immoral.
Okay, but I will
Yes,
but I
but
will
many
think
people
more
just-
about your argument. But right now, I would agree to disagree.
What is it that you disagree with?
I still think that this is the nature. I'm gonna do this exact same
What
thing.
is it is nature? Let me show you because you say this is nature. What exactly is nature from this? Tell me what is natural in all
National
of this.
Geographic.
It is
See
just
anything in
hunting
National
in the most
Geographic?
This is
civilized way.
hunting. What exactly
This
is
is,
it natural about you going into supermarket, picking up a chunk of somebody's flesh and eating it when you have readily available options? And yet again, it being natural is just an appeal to nature. It means absolutely nothing. Appealing to nature is just a logical fallacy where we say something is natural, therefore it's good. It's not. There's plenty of natural things that are bad, like rape, like there's in the apple seeds there's cyanide. Nothing.
It is not good. It is not fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate
But
that.
we
This
That's
want-
not fair.
Cut it because it's a very big daily change, lifestyle change. It is not easy. I am
nothing
not
in life.
convinced with
Sometimes the good.
this very big change in my life.
Sometimes the
But
right
it
thing
is
to
not
do is
fair.
not easy.
Just like many other things that I do in my life, that is not fair too.
So I would say that I personally, as an individual, strive to be fair towards everybody in this life because I want everybody to be fair towards me. If I,
Yes,
if,
that
if I,
is
if
not
you point out,
related. That
but
is
if you
not
point out that
just-
somebody is unfair, if I'm being unfair towards somebody, I will try to change that. That is literally what I think it's my responsibility to do. So if I point out that you are being unfair towards these individuals, these innocent individuals who cannot talk for themselves, who you do not see that this is happening to them, but it is happening to them. You equate it to something that's happening in nature, but it's nothing that related to nature. Why is it that you think you shouldn't change?
I think there are more important issues for me to change for them.
But you can fight all day long with that.
Yes,
but when you
I
eat,
am
you
not
can choose not to
okay
do
with
that.
changing the everyday lifestyle for this.
And that's okay. We can live
It's
our
not
lives
okay.
by the way that we like, right? My
No,
mom
I
is a
shouldn't be able
vegan.
to live my life
I
by
n-
exploiting
I would
humans
never
or
encourage her
animals.
to eat meat because she chose that path, and she would actually accept me that I eat meat. Like it's okay to just be yourself.
Let me put a question like, do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
Yes.
The powerful
It's
should have the
happening.
right.
It's-
to-
it- it is
do you
something
think
that
they should have?
happens.
No, no, no.
I
I'm not
want
asking if it's happening.
Alright.
I'm asking you, do you think that they should have the right to oppress the powerless?
Okay, but you know what is the
You
way
mean
to stop
everyone
it?
should live
You know what's the
equally?
way to stop it?
I'm asking
And I-
you, do you
yeah.
think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
Does that mean they should have the right to oppress somebody?
You
Should
know,
oppression
It
be a right?
depends. It
Okay, no, no.
depends.
I think they can, and they do it because they can. But the way to stop it is not that they say like, okay, this is a law that you shouldn't do it. The only way is that the other person or the other country or the people that are suppressed by another more powerful person get some more power. That's the only way. You can't say like, okay, this.
Do you think that you as an individual don't have any responsibility in the things that happen to the
that's-
animals that get exploited and slaughtered specifically for you?
If it was more directly, I won't do that.
But it is
But
very
because
direct.
it
Just
is
because you
so-
don't see it doesn't
Yes,
mean it's
that
not
is-
direct.
Yes, that is.
Right? It is direct. There's still animals who specifically get exploited for you, lose their life for you.
I know it is not fair and it is bad, but I think it is a very big change.
I mean, it can seem that way, but listen, like it's I'm just trying to say, like, I know I seem a bit pushy, but the reality is that I would fight for your life and for your life just as much as I fight for their life. Reality is that they don't have a voice, and you choosing to ignore it or choosing apathy because you don't see it because it's easier for you doesn't make it right. I mean,
They're things are happening to people around the world.
And again, if you can choose for you,
But you
if
choose to speak for them instead of people.
listen, I choose to fight for what I choose to fight. That's I choose. But during
I
what
am,
I'm
I
asking
am
you,
choosing to change about the thing I want to change.
but this
This
isn't
is
this
not my
isn't it.
priority.
This isn't it. Because again, you when you make this decision 3 times per day, when you make this decision, why would you decide to exploit an innocent sentient being when you can choose not to?
Why aren't you speaking about?
Please answer my question. Why would you decide to exploit an innocent sentient being when you can choose not to? You can fight about every other rights
Why
you want.
aren't you speaking about women in Iran instead of
I've been speaking about
animals' life?
LGBTQ rights also. I sometimes do that, but this
Okay,
isn't
but you
about.
don't speak about Iran.
I don't know enough about Iran to speak about it, but this isn't about that, right? Like, there's a lot of causes that we need to fight about. Well,
and
you
yet
tell
that's your fight.
Me
And
telling you here, sitting you here. Imagine me speaking about
You
women in
chose
Iran.
to speak about animals, and I chose to change other unfairness in my life. Animals.
So you choose to still be unfair
but
towards animals.
I am.
Imagine
not,
me saying the same about women in Iran. I choose to change for animals, but I'm not going to change for women in Iran. I'm still going to pay for women to be raped or whatever it is that is happening to them, or not for them not to have equal rights. I really choose for them for that not to happen, because that's what you do. You choose for animals to go into that exploitation, and your impact is direct.
I'm okay with some legal change, but I think changing in my own lifestyle won't.
I'm still not okay even with some legal changes, man. That's your fight, and this is her fight.
This isn't about. I'm not asking you to
and
fight.
and that's no.
I'm asking you to have the bare minimum
No,
of
no,
not
no.
exploiting them.
No, like the thing that you're working out. This is your fight in your life, man.
But I'm not asking you to do
really
that.
support you to do this.
And I'm not asking you
But
to
I'm
do
not.
that.
But I'm not going to. And I'm not going to change myself. I have my own fight. She has her own fight.
But I'm not asking you to choose different fights. You understand what I mean, right? Let me be clear. You can choose to fight about everything that you want to fight about. I'm not telling you to fight for animals. I'm telling you fight for women. Fight for whatever it is that you care about.
But don't
when you
eat
make
meat.
the choices, choose to not oppress others.
I think
because
about it.
how is that? How is it fair that
That's-
you say I fight for some rights,
As
but then I go and
eating-
abolish on some other people's rights?
I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna truly, I'm gonna put some time. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna think about it. But right now, I would say I still disagree with the
What is it that you
argument.
disagree with? I can't
And-
leave you like this
and
because you say you disagree
I'm sorry,
with.
man.
What is it
I
that you
have to go
disagree
to the
with?
museum,
Okay, I'll let
and
you
I
go,
don't
but
have
like,
much time.
what is it that you disagree with?
I think.
Do you disagree that it's
eating
fair?
is very
We already
important
talked
thing
for
in
20
the-
minutes.
in
But you can
life.
still choose
I
to
have
eat
been
plants.
vegetarian for 4 months.
It's
but I
vegans
think-
because vegetarians still exploit animals, as I explained with the dairy products, right?
But I think the foods aren't delicious enough.
Are you saying that your taste is more important than an animal's life?
I think eating is a very big
And how can you say
serotonin
taste? You come
release.
from Iran. You add these amazing spices to foods.
Mm-hmm.
Spices are the ones that give taste. Come on, it's not what, like if I put the same spices on a chunk of tofu and a chunk of meat, there will be the difference in taste is
Also,
so
tofu
small
will
that do you
make
think
you-
it justifies the exploitation and slaughter of an individual?
But also tofu makes your.
It doesn't.
It is like
No.
it's not good for men.
I mean, I've been eating tofu, man, for 20 years, and I'm pretty good.
Well,
it's if you think about phytoestrogens, well, and you're worried about phytoestrogens, how are you not worried about the estrogens that are coming through milk, that are literally
I don't eat milk.
literally hormones? Cheese?
No.
No. But and meat? Do you think meat doesn't have any estrogens?
I still eat meat, but I
What's
don't
your
eat
page
meat.
on Instagram?
It's Vegan Power Lab, but
Vegan
it's on
Power?
YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
I'll
On
give you
YouTube.
some cards, but like, what I want from you is please look at least look
I would.
into it. You
I
know,
would,
like
definitely.
I don't think it's worth.
And it was really fun talking to you.
You
We
started
we we
defending animals at first, and then
we
you-
we did the argument, but it was really fun, and I really like your hat.
Thank you for my hat, but
I'm
like-
a fan too. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
But
so.
just don't sleep on it, okay? Like honestly, like you will see what if you choose to do it, it will feel like you woke up to something that is insane that you are part of.
Mm-hmm.
It is a massive injustice. It is. Don't sleep on it because just because you've been
wouldn't.
brought up,
wouldn't.
I've been brought up like that. But just because you've been brought up into this thing,
Yeah.
like watch Dominion on that.
Sure.
I give you a website there. Scan that code. Watch Dominion
I
and
would.
see what exactly it is that why I'm because you may think it's natural, you think it's not that bad, but it's fucking insanely bad.
Sure.
It's a level that you wouldn't even expect how bad it is.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a good one.
Peace. Bye.
Yeah, bye. it's sad when you see smart people behave that way. Yeah, it was kind of funny that at first he was defending. Hi, you want to try it? That first he literally was defending. He literally said exactly my arguments. He threw hypotheticals that would make sense in the other way. Yeah. Whatever. At least, you know, I gave him a card. They'll at least maybe look into it. I don't know. I hope something happens there. I thought he was vegan when he started, just the way he started questioning it exactly. Wild one there, Chip. I think they have to think about this now. Yeah. It's insane. But, like, I get it that you have to, you know, I'm a stranger. You kind of have to think about stuff, look into it. But, oh, I should have mentioned that. Okay, but what you're thinking, you should be plant-based. Next time. Raw vegan diet is the best diet for a human. I don't know if I agree that. You guys want to try it? Okay, I think I want one more conversation. I'm getting tired. I've been here for 4 hours already. Well, not live, but yeah. It's disgusting to eat body parts. Yes, thank you. What would you do about animal overpopulation? What would you do about human overpopulation? You want to try it? I ask you some questions, get you to think. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
What are you doing here?
I'm getting people to do a social experiment where I ask them questions, get them to think. You want to try it?
Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Can I stay?
Yeah, you can stay off camera. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Joaquin. Joaquin.
Where are you from?
From Argentina.
Argentina, nice. Okay, this would be interesting for you. Okay, what do you think about this?
Shouldn't be legal.
It says should be legal.
For me, it's not good.
So should the animal abuse be legal?
No, for me, not.
No? Why not?
Why yes? Is my question.
Maybe I benefit from abusing animals.
I don't think that it is good for animals.
So it's bad for them to abuse them?
Yes.
Okay.
I consider that the animals have feelings.
Okay, I like that. So you would say it's wrong to abuse cats or dogs?
Yes.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
The same.
Same?
The same.
Do you consume any animal products?
Yes, I consume.
Do you acknowledge that there's abuse behind these products?
Yes. Yes, I know it.
Do you see a contradiction there?
Yes.
What would get you to not be contradictory?
System to where we live that is difficult to go outside. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy to go outside with the system and eat food that not involve animals. It will be interesting. If I have the chance to do it, I would like to do it. But when with our actual life and all the time that we spend working, maybe it's a bit difficult to devote time to select your food and avoid animal meals. But this is already science confirmed that healthy food is better from vegetables and not only meat. I know it.
So we can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet?
Yes, I think that yes.
So is it just that you find it difficult?
Find it difficult, exactly. It will be very interesting to do it, but or less in Argentina where I live, it's not easy to have access to
Pasta, rice, beans, chickpeas.
Yes, but time to prepare the food. Maybe in my case.
Don't you prepare animal products?
Yes, I prepare buy animal products. It's not easy to buy food already done.
Already made. Okay,
Already
that's
made,
what you mean.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. But do you think it's more difficult for you or for the animals who have to be exploited and slaughtered for you?
For the society, for me, like a part of the society is
Like,
difficult.
I mean, for you yourself, is it more difficult, or for the animals that die for you?
Depends, because
You
not
think
all
it's more difficult for you?
No.
I mean, they get put into a slaughterhouse. They have their throat cut.
It's a good question. Yes, you have reason what you say, but
What if I give you resources that would help you do that? Would you do it?
I really like to do it.
You would like to do it?
I would like, yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. Is there anything holding you back other than this difficulty or lack of resources or something?
Maybe we live with another human beings, and it's sometimes good to share with them food.
Share the vegan food, don't share
Yes,
the meat.
but it's not a lot of social awareness.
But you can raise that awareness, right? I mean, the idea is that if you oppose the abuse of animals, that means it doesn't really matter if others are doing it, you oppose it yourself, right? And if you say you oppose it, that means your actions should say the same thing, not just your mouth.
Yes, I agree with you. It's difficult, but you have the point. I understand. I know that consuming water consuming meat is one of the major water consumers also.
Oh, it's
one
also
of
bad
the
for
bigger
the
pollutants
environment.
for the
Yeah.
environment. For sustainable future, we need to change how we feed ourselves. But I
True.
think that we need actions from the government, not only from individual actions, to make the difference.
But do you think that
Obviously,
governments can make decisions when individuals, because governments don't make the right choice, they make the popular choice, right? So if everybody is demanding for animal products, then there's no way that governments can say, do something about it, right?
Yes, but let's promote or give more easy access here in Europe. I don't know exactly, but I imagine that it's easy to have access to
very easy,
natural products. In America Latina, we are a few years below than here.
But I think there's still options. I'll give you some resources. Let me give you some resources. Because I think you, like, so if you go on this thing called Challenge 22, they hook you up, it's free. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes, they help you become vegan.
Yes, will be interesting.
Yeah, that's all. That sounds like something that you would need. That's resource, and you have several other resources there also. I think if you scan this code or go on this website, I think if you set it to English, because if it comes up, and I'm not sure if there is Portuguese there, but if it comes up as Portuguese, Spanish.
Or
Wait, in
English.
Brazil you don't speak.
I am from Argentina, not Brazil.
From Argentina. Oh, I'm sorry. In my head it was Brazil. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it comes up in Spanish, I'm not sure if you're gonna see it, but you will have personalized help. Somebody can log in with you on the Discord server and help you even further, like
Thank you.
with specifically your needs.
You are vegan?
Yeah, I am vegan. Yes.
Yes. You look really healthy.
I am. I'm well built. I'm healthy. You can get protein. You can get everything you need from it.
Yes.
It's
You devote the time to do it.
So the thing is, you have to devote like a month or two until you find the products that work for you. But then afterwards, it's exactly the same as it was before.
There's no change. Yes.
Nothing. I just go into the supermarket and I buy something
but you
else.
enjoy your meals also, or you only eat for eating? Because I try to make a more plant-based food.
Yeah.
But sometimes I found it that it's difficult. In my case, I'm not an expert in the cooking with cooking. But
Oh, I
it's
get
more
that, yeah.
difficult to make a good taste of the food. That is also an important part for your brain. Enjoy your food, not
Yeah.
only eat and be feed. Also enjoy a bit.
Yeah, like to be social about it. You mean, right?
Not only social, but yourself. When you eat, it's good to be present and taste the food and take the time to.
Oh, I do that.
You
Yeah,
do that?
I do that.
You are
I love the taste of my food. Honestly, I love it way more than I did before because it's. The thing is, if you think about it, most of the taste actually comes from plants, right? You add spices to animal products, to meat or anything. Those spices are just plants; they're nothing more. So, it's. I personally, when I switched, it was also an enjoyment because I had to find new products that I like, new tastes that I like. So it was really nice in that sense.
It's a good challenge that you put to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, perhaps.
I like that. Okay.
The difficulty is that with the actual life that all the society live, we have no time to stop. because of the system where we live. It make us go faster and not devote time to important things like eating well, sleeping good.
But this isn't about any of that, right? This is about animals not being exploited. Because
Yeah,
you can be vegan and unhealthy.
Yes.
You can be vegan and healthy. You can be eating animal products and unhealthy, and you can be eating animal products and be healthy, right? It's not about
Yes,
that. Like
but it's a reality that not eating animals is good for people, good for animals, good for the environment.
Yeah, it's true.
Good for future generation.
Yeah,
Good
that's-
for all.
Everybody benefits
Good
from
for
it.
all.
Everybody benefits from it. That's
Yes,
the
yes,
reality.
yes. Because of that, I think that we need governmental actions.
And I completely agree with you. We need that. But we also, at this moment in time, too few people are vegan. And if more people become vegan, then we can
The change
go-
is the
the
government
change will
will
happen.
need.
Yeah.
Yes, Argentina is one of the biggest meat consumers. We have a lot of cows, like here in the Netherlands. Also, the carbon dioxide, no, methane.
Yeah, the methane is really bad
release
because
is 20 times worse than carbon dioxide.
Yeah, because it
That's
heats
the
up the
problem.
atmosphere.
It's
Yeah.
that, we have, but it's an interesting meeting with you.
Thank you for having this conversation. What's your name?
Joaquin.
Joaquin. Yeah, you said. I'm Chip. Let me also give you a. Oh no, I'm out of maps. Yeah, I had the map of Amsterdam with the vegan restaurants, but I'm out of it. Thank you for having this conversation with me. Think about the animals, man. Okay, how many more animals have to be exploited for you before you change?
It's not only about the animal.
But this is why I sit. It's for the
Yeah,
animals.
in your case, for my case, it's not only about the animals. It's about people, about all what we were speaking. It's about
But this
people,
choice,
environment.
yeah, but this choice is like, because if we think about the environment, it would be better for the environment if we killed a lot of people. If we kill half of the world population, it's better for the environment. There's no way to argue against that.
yeah.
But that doesn't mean we should do that, right? So that's why I try to bring it back to animals and the fact that it is about them, because it's very important that we don't, they're innocent, they're vulnerable, and they are silent, and they're kept out of our sight, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. You see?
No, I think that humans are in charge of making more animals exist. Sometimes, like here.
That's wrong to bring somebody
It's
into
wrong to-
existence just to slaughter
Do
them
it, yeah,
and
yeah,
exploit them.
Yes, yes. We need a lot of changes in the future.
We do. But you can be part of that change.
Thank you. It's a good conversation.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one. Yeah. So, I think I don't know how many discussions I want to have, but I'll just turn this around with and show it like this. Let's see how many people get triggered about it. Do you agree? No? Are you sure? You agree? Oh, you don't agree? What about the cows? The pigs? Somebody flipped me off. She said, "Go fuck yourself, mate," and she flipped me off. Funny. Let's see. We're gonna get a lot of reactions like this. Okay. Oh, let's see. Somebody with a dog. That's pretty good. If somebody with a dog comes, they'll get really triggered. I hope she passes through here. You agree? Do you agree? Well, if you're not vegan, you are supporting animal abuse. Do you agree? Should animal abuse be legal? Should it be legal? We're gonna do this for a couple of minutes. I want to get some triggered people, and then we're gonna do that. Well, I don't want to trigger people. I just want people to think a little bit. So I think like the nice thing about this sign is when we hold it like this, I think more people can kind of understand the message. So I wish I had the message where I just sit and tell people about exactly when it. But this maybe triggers them a little bit. Do you agree?
Yes, he's a dog lover.
So you don't think they should be abused?
Sorry?
Do you think animals should be abused? No. What about cows, chickens, pigs? Donation. Axel, thank you so much for the donation. I love you, Chip. Thanks for helping me forget about brother hanging himself on Friday for a bit. Oh my God. I love you all unless you aren't vegan. Bye for now. Oh my God, Axel, I'm so sorry. Jesus, that's horrible. I'm sorry you went through that. You agree? My God, Axel, I'm so sorry. Chip, you shouldn't make the people feel that's their choice if they want to decide to stop exploiting animals. You need to make them clear that they have to stop. That's a very good point. Yeah, okay, I'll be a bit more strict. You're right. Thank you for mentioning that no name. No name. I guess, I think realistically, I've been wondering realistically if out of these conversations, if people will actually change or if they just kind of get, they have a little bit of something in their mind that gets them to change. So then I've been approaching it in a sense where I want to push them, but I also get them to make the connection themselves. Do you agree? Should we abuse animals?
This is the experiment.
Yeah.
This is the experiment. I should change your mind.
Yeah, change my mind about animal abuse.
We're not. I'm not being.
You're live on YouTube, by the way, right?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh Jesus, I don't have a good argument. Well, I don't think there's any point in abusing either animals or human beings or anything that's alive. So.
What if you get benefit from abusing them?
What if you'd get benefit? Wow, I can't really see how would it benefit? How would it benefit?
Well, you would say it's wrong to abuse cats or dogs, huh? But what about cows, chickens, pigs?
Ooh. Okay, I think I have to leave you to.
Why do you have to leave? Do you feel bad about abusing them? Do you think it should be a choice to abuse them?
No. Oh, that's a good question. Okay, maybe this is enough food for my mind at the moment.
Think about it, but don't just, maybe there is enough food. I don't know. Let me just give you a card just so that you don't at least go empty-handed. But
yeah, I was curious. I saw you the other day at the Albert Kuip market.
Yeah.
But I didn't see this sign though. I saw that one.
Oh, okay.
Is it always about animal abuse?
I always do animal abuse. I have another one with which one would you save? So.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, let me show you this other one. I'm curious, how would you answer this one?
example would you say by actually talking to a person that does not have a particular big love for animals, not dogs, not cats, not... I mean, I accept them.
I also don't really, honestly, I accept them also, but I think the reason why I choose to not abuse them or exploit them, the reason why I'm vegan is because I think it's unfair towards them. Would you say it's fair to abuse them?
Yeah, no, I get your point. I get your point, and I think it's very good that you're making people aware, and at least
Yeah.
you're putting thoughts into my mind again. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that's not the first time, but so it's good. I'm happy that people like you are here.
It doesn't mean anything if you
But
don't do something about it,
No,
no?
I know, but it's on the other hand, it's sad that you have to be here. But I think I do think this is something that will take a few years.
It will stop eventually, yeah.
Eventually, yes, because I mean I think the progress that has been made in the last decade, looking at people who decide to be vegetarians or vegans, and I think the vegetarian options have increased a lot. So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
But I
good.
don't think things change overnight. That's the
No,
other-
but like as individuals, we do have a responsibility. It's not like as a society, things don't change overnight, but for individuals, things can change overnight.
definitely.
So you can choose to whether to be a part of this system of violence towards animals or not.
Yeah, but I also think that I do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I do agree with you, but I also think that people. I think every person should make decisions to contribute to a better world.
But do you think it should be a choice to oppress others? Because we're oppressing them.
Yeah, I get your point, but I don't want to say only yeah, you're right, and walk away and I'm
Yeah,
I s-
exactly. I like
I
that. You
still
don't want
eat
to.
my hamburger.
Yeah,
and
but why
I-
not eat a vegan hamburger, a plant-based one? They're just as good.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, this is a thing, and you, well, you have everything that you want to say. It's already. I mean,
Because I've been
you're-
talking to so many
Yes,
people. Yes,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. But I mean, I'm working for a company, and I introduced vegetarian lunches.
Yeah.
Because I think that as a company, we should not, we do not want to provide meat, but it's not up to me to decide for all my 50 colleagues.
If
that
you
they
think about
cannot.
them, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, do you get my point as well?
I get
That
your point, but like
this is-
like I bring it back to the reality of it because you know we created the, yeah, this bee has been coming today a lot. I guess they like me. The if you think about the reality of what's happening is that it's out of sight, out of mind what we do to animals. But it still happens, and because it's out of sight, out of mind, we think it should be a choice. We just see it as food choices, as random choices for ourselves. But it's we're choosing to exploit innocent beings. We're choosing to oppress innocent beings. This is, I don't think it should be a choice. I think we have the obligation to not oppress others, whether that's humans or animals. They all want to live equally. They all want to be free equally.
Yeah.
If you put an animal in a cage, they will run away. They will want to escape.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I do agree on that one. I do agree on that one. Yeah. But
You're just disconnected from the choices with what happens to animals.
but if you go back like thousands of years, or hundreds of years, is this not? I mean, not like we do it nowadays, but is this not what we've been doing? Like what the beginning of?
We have. But
I mean,
but think about women's rights. Women didn't have rights for thousands of years. Huh?
I know, but that didn't happen overnight either. I
No,
mean,
it
there
didn't,
is
but-
still a big difference in that. So that's, I mean.
But you see my
whole
point,
world-
like the
Yeah,
fact that
no,
it
I
has
get-
been happening for years, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's right.
No,
And
I
yeah,
agree.
maybe this will change. I mean, this won't change overnight, but overnight you can choose whether you want to be part of the system that exploits them or the system that doesn't. That's the choice you can still make. And yeah, just like it was with women, you could have chosen, like during the times when women didn't have
Like
rights.
it is with women.
It still is.
Like
It's
it
true. Yeah,
is
women
with
still don't get equal rights and opportunities. I'm a feminist. I completely agree with you. They should. It's
This
it's
is what I
definitely still a
mean. There
problem.
is too many things at the moment, I think, in the world going on that we have to change, but that will not happen overnight. And I think maybe one person decides to support more like women's rights, and the other person decides to like eat vegetarian. And I know I get your
Vegan,
point
by the way, because
of
vegetarians still exploit animals.
vegan, yes, but I mean, and then you say, yeah, but do you think it's a right? No, I mean, I understand you, but I think we'd already make a big step if every human being contributes in a way that he or she feels like he or she can contribute to a better world.
But this
In-
isn't about. This is not about you doing an action. This is this is about a non-action. You see, because it's about you not contributing to exploitation. It's about you. I'm not asking you to sit on the street and talk on their behalf, which would be great, by the way. But I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to choose to not exploit them, to choose to say no to these animal products and just make the other choices, which is it's a bit difficult at first because it's a change of habit, not because it's
definitely, yeah.
but then it's exactly the same life you're living, exactly the same thing. It's just that you're not oppressing animals. You can still care about everything else that you care about in this world and still be overwhelmed or not overwhelmed about but the state of our world. I feel you, by the way. I still also feel overwhelmed about the state of our world, but you can still make good choices when you can make choices. Sometimes you can't make choices and you make bad choices, but I think you can make good choices. And that, again,
I do think, I mean, I really appreciate, I mean, the effort that you're putting into
Yeah.
this, and I think it's good and it's sad at the same time that you're doing this, but I do think that we have a different opinion slightly on it.
where is it that we differ in
Well,
opinion?
I just told you, I think it is already a big step if every human being, and I'm talking everybody,
But let's
not
talk
just a group.
individuals. Let's talk about ourselves as individuals.
I don't-
When we talk
no,
about
this
society,
is-
we absolve our responsibility we have as
Listen, you're
individuals.
asking me for my opinion,
Yeah.
and this is my opinion.
Of
So,
society,
I
but-
mean, this is what I think.
But we agree on
always.
that. We agree that it's hard to change societies. But as individuals, we about yourself and about myself, right?
Yeah.
If you would tell me that something that I do is oppressing, let's say, women, I would instantly want to change, or at least I would listen to you and say, okay, I'm gonna look into it and I'll do my best to try and stop. Like I think we have a responsibility that when we are presented with something that we do is wrong, that we need to change, especially according to our own morals. And if you say it's unfair to what we do to animals and it's wrong, then it seems like your own morals say that you should stop. I told you, they
Yeah,
love me.
They love you. It's animals,
It's
right?
animals, yeah. Yeah, we like these. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I do get your point, but then again, I also know that when I walk away here, I won't be a vegan person all of a sudden. So the only thing that you're doing for me today is I will give it some thought, maybe a few minutes, maybe a
That's
few
still
hours.
good. That's at least that. At
But
least
I mean,
that.
that is, I think it's an interesting conversation, and but I'm just being honest. Like,
I appreciate your honesty, but just do you acknowledge that it is important that we change when we are presented with facts that are against our very own morals?
of course, I do. In a way, I do. But I also want to be realistic.
Realistically speaking, change is hard. I agree with you there. But also, if you start from the position that it's hard, it makes it even harder. The reality is just change seems hard, but once you start it, it's not that hard. It's again like it's a week where you adjust, and for me it was just something like I saw it as a challenge. It's something I enjoyed. I explored new tastes. It was fun, and it's not. By the way, just to be clear, it's not just about food. We exploit animals for clothing, for entertainment, for leather, for all of it, right? It's bad in all the situations what we do to animals. So we talk about food because I feel like this is the hardest part that you see. But the reality is we exploit animals everywhere. And then if you think it's wrong to exploit animals on all other, like for entertainment,
Oh, I know. I mean, that's
it's the same for food. It's all optional to us.
yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, I wouldn't. I've worked in tourism for years, and I would never advise someone to go elephant riding or to dive with white sharks in South Africa. I mean, or
Okay.
pet a lion.
Yeah.
I mean, a lion is not there to be pet. So I mean, I do get your point, and yes, it's more than food. But still, I do. Well,
Just promise me this.
yeah.
Scan this code or go on this website and type in this code. This is a code that I made.
Mhm.
If the website doesn't appear in English, set it to English and
Mhm.
watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. It's a good video to watch.
And you're giving the speech.
No, it's not me. I wish I was. No, it wasn't me giving the speech. No, it's an animal. It's another animal rights activist, but it's a very nice speech to watch, and I think it opens your mind. And I hope you don't want to be part of this. And if you choose that you don't want to be part of it, you have all the resources needed there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool?
Thanks.
Okay, what's your name?
Thanks so much. My name is Simone.
Simone, nice to meet
Yeah,
you, Simone.
nice,
I'm Chip. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. And again, it's wonderful that you're doing this, and I hope
Thank
that
you.
you're giving a lot of people food for thought.
I hope more than that because you know,
yeah, definitely.
thought.
You have to start somewhere.
We have to
right?
start somewhere. Well, but they don't just want thinking. Like if you're in their shoes, would you want yourself to say I'll think about it, or would you want yourself to say stop? Right? That's we gotta act, not just think. Okay?
Definitely.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay. Damn, it's 160 minutes, huh? Well done, Chip. Great one. Thank you. It was an okay one. She brought up a lot. You know, sometimes people like that, they bring some points, some good points, and I don't think she'll go vegan realistically, but I still like. I know there's a lot of non-vegans watching. I know there's a lot of people watching, and maybe they have kind of the same arguments as the people that I talk to have. So maybe within you watching, you will learn something, or you'll kind of understand it. So, yeah. You agree? Do you guys agree? No? Why not? Shouldn't we abuse animals?
I'm vegetarian.
You're vegetarian, so you abuse cows only. But vegetarians abuse cows.
I don't think so.
Why do you think cows produce milk? Why do you think cows produce milk?
I don't understand.
Why do cows produce milk?
Produce milk.
Yeah, why do they make milk?
Well, like humans, they're mammals.
They're mammals, yeah, they're for their babies.
Yes.
So farmers forcefully impregnate them.
Yes.
Is that not abuse?
Yes.
And then they take away their babies.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not abuse?
Yes.
And then they kill the babies if they're male.
Sí, sí.
And if they're female, they forcefully impregnate them for 6 years and then they kill them afterwards, when they can no longer easily impregnate them.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you say that's abuse?
Yes, that's abuse.
So vegetarians still abuse animals? Dairy products?
Yeah, like all people.
Yeah.
Even vegans, maybe.
No,
Some of
vegans
them
don't abuse
no.
animals.
No one depending on the vegan.
I'm vegan, I don't abuse animals.
You don't abuse animals at all. Well. it's
Is there
great-
anything
great
keeping
for
you from, but if you say you're against animal abuse, shouldn't you then be vegan yourself?
Yeah, but it's like hard for me to change the diet and all these things.
Is it harder for you or for the animals who get abused for you?
Yeah, I know it's really hard, but I know it, coño.
Let me just give you a card. I'm not going to keep you too long. I only have two cards left. Don't sleep on it. Scan this code.
Sí.
Go on this website or type in this code. This is a code that I made, by the way.
Okay.
And watch the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Okay.
Set it to English, because I don't know where are you from?
Spain.
Spain. It might appear in Spanish, so I don't know if the speech appears in Spanish, because it's in English. The speech. You might have Spanish subtitles, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it will appear.
Okay.
So it's a whole thing. But can you promise me you'll watch that?
I will.
Thank you.
promise.
I appreciate it. What's your name?
Aneta.
Aneta. I'm Chip, Aneta.
Nice to meet you.
Let's not abuse animals, okay?
I won't.
For food, clothing, entertainment, nothing.
No, for clothing I don't.
Okay, I appreciate it. Bye. Do you agree? I have one more card. One more card that I want to give. I gave out a lot of cards today. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Fluffy. Loving this life. It's been some interesting conversations, huh? That person flipping me off, that was funny. You guys agree? Should we abuse animals? It should be legal, huh? We should legalize abuse of animals, huh? Wait, why not? Why? What about cows? Are they not living? Oh, this one guy was like, no, it's wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong. I say, what about cows? He goes like, oh, damn vegans. Let's see who we get. Let's we get. Do you agree? No? Should animals be abused? Do you agree with the statement? Animal abuse should be legal? Do you agree with the statement? Should animal abuse be legal? Hey, little doggy, do you agree? I think I'm gonna choose the other sign for now. Just I think people just pass by, and I'm just gonna stay. I'm not sure if there will be more conversations, but at least some people will get them thinking, you know, when they see the sign. Which one would you save? At least maybe they make a little bit of a connection where it's like, oh, you're right. Pigs and dogs are the same. Whereas with the other one, it's just kind of like triggering them. So I want them to at least get something while they're walking here. I think I need to make a sign that says, if you're not vegan, you support animal abuse or something like that, and just stay here and let other people watch it. My God, I think. Okay, no, I think I have to end this. I'll just wait another 5 minutes, everybody, and then we'll go. If we don't get any conversations or anything, I'll go. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you are subscribed, and if not, please subscribe. It's just a number that I care about. It doesn't really mean anything, the reality is. But it makes me feel a little bit better when I see that some people subscribe. I don't know. It gives me a bit of approval that I don't, that I crave. Yeah, like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Pigstream. Who would you save?
I don't know.
You don't know? Why not both?
Please?
Why not both?
You know, I'm from Switzerland, so I have to go.
Okay. In Switzerland, do you know how they kill pigs?
Yes.
They put them in gas chambers.
Say?
They put them in gas chambers.
No.
Yeah, CO2
Where?
gas chambers in all across Europe, including in Switzerland.
Are you sure?
100%. I actually looked into it. Yeah. CO2 gas chambers.
A shame, huh?
It's awful, huh?
It's awful.
We shouldn't be supporting it, huh?
Yeah. So, have a nice evening.
Choose to not support it. Who would you save?
But what?
Who would you save?
Who would you save? Oh, I would save both.
Both. I
Yeah.
appreciate you for saying that.
I think I would save both. But
Okay.
yeah,
Do you acknowledge that you have that option right now to save an animal?
I don't eat pork, so I don't know.
Chickens, pigs are the same, huh? Chickens.
Yeah, but now you asked me about this. I think you're like a vegan
Yeah,
activist, right?
I'm a vegan activist. I'm
Yes,
an animal rights activist, yes.
Oh,
I'm also
sorry,
vegan, but I'm an
activist.
animal rights, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not a vegan.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, just it's too much effort, I think. It's not how I grew up. So.
Same, I also didn't grow up that way, but don't you think we have an obligation to not exploit animals? They're innocent, they're
Yeah,
vulnerable.
I guess so, but I'm not actively, like,
I get it.
I try to avoid, actually, do I try to avoid? No. No. It's just not I try to help where I can, but I will not become a vegan.
But you
so.
still make choices every day, right? 3 times per day you make a choice. You could choose to not exploit animals. You can choose to help anybody you want your day, but when you make this choice, nobody's forcing you. You can choose to not exploit animals, right?
Yeah, so I will think about it.
You'll think about it?
I will
Okay.
think about it.
Have a good one. I think I'm pretty spent, everybody. I know. There's one card that's left. I think I'm gonna end it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's been, Jesus, almost 5 hours since I've been. I think 4 hours and a half for me, because I also was here before doing the live. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. Let me just show you a little bit around, like I like to do always at the end. Please subscribe and like if you're not subscribed and like, you know, it just helps me. It doesn't really help with anything else other than me. So if you like me, help me. It's all about myself, okay? I'm kidding, it's not about myself. If you want to subscribe, like and subscribe. Let me see if I can do this slowly, okay? I hope you guys can still hear me. So the Van Gogh Museum, the Van Gogh Museum is there. It's a pretty nice building. There are a lot of people coming in that direction. There's a lot of people there. That's like where you've been seeing it. I think it's a festival that happens once every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks or something like that. And there's a lot of meat. Like where you see that corner where there's the red, white, and blue, they're just selling animal parts and exploited individuals. Yeah, and just on this other side, what I'm seeing is like there's just these beautiful buildings. This is Moko Museum right there in the corner. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. Go out there and speak to somebody about veganism if you're vegan, and if you're not vegan, go out there and look into it. You know, yeah, you like meat, whatever. You like eating sentient individuals, but you know, sometimes the hardest things in life, the right things to do, are not always the easiest things or the things that we want to do. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't do them. Okay, so go look into it. We want to stop exploiting animals. They're innocent, they're vulnerable, and they don't deserve any of it. Okay. You'll see. It's easy, and don't be violent towards animals. That's the reality. This is a position when you choose to eat animal products, you choose to be part of violence and exploitation and sexual violence, sexual exploitation. It's just horrible. It's just all horrible. And the reason why you don't see it is because they keep it out of sight. But it is freaking horrible. So choose to be part of it. Stay out of it. It's not worth it. Let me put you back into the stand. So, please choose to be part of it. Please choose to not be part of animal exploitation. And do your part if you're vegan, please. Like, go out there, comment on some videos, like some videos, share some videos. Get the discussion rolling. Discussion is one side of it, but acting is another side of it. So, please, all you non-vegans, look into it. Don't just trust me. please don't just trust me, okay? I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to look into it yourself and see what you can get from it, okay? Because not what you can get from it, but what is the reality behind your choices. You might not be okay with it, okay? You might not be okay. There's no difference between a dog and a cow. Like literally, there is no difference between a dog, a cat, or a cow, okay? Exploiting either of them is wrong, okay? So don't do that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you're vegan, please go out there and speak to somebody about veganism, whether that's online or on the streets or whatever. Have an awesome day, everybody. And if you're not subscribed, like, comment, and subscribe. And please tell me how I could have done better. I want to improve. I tried being a bit more lenient today, a bit more friendly. I'm trying to also kind of incept ideas to see what will happen. We'll see. There's no way of knowing, right? Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Have an awesome day.